Welcome back to the Bonsai Movie Crew. Like the set?
You better.
I do.
You better. We put a lot of fucking work into it.
He did.
Yeah. I spent 3 days on this shit.
He
Anyway.
did good.
Not including the table.
Not including, you're right, not including, the table took about a week. But guess how much I have in all this?
Like $0.
Like
other
20
than-
to $25, I think.
Yeah.
Because I had all the wood laying around. I had like, all this stuff is like just stuff I had around the house. And like, I think all I had to buy was some like wood glue and some L brackets.
Man.
Yeah, that's about it. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's about it.
You
Yeah.
could have called me. I had wood glue at the house.
Well, then
Yeah,
after I
shit
bought it,
ton.
I come home and I'm like, I found wood glue. I'm like, fuck. So
You
Yeah.
always have that shit lying around. You just don't know.
Yeah,
it.
you just don't know
Yeah.
it.
Until you buy it and you're like, oh, well.
Well, it's whenever you don't buy it. Like, I
Add it
know
to
I've
my
got something. You
collection.
search for 3 days and you don't find it. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's
man.
when you've rebought it, you find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time.
So, I guess we got to introduce ourselves. Joseph, of course.
Karen.
Madison.
Eric.
Anyway, we're gonna get into some news here.
Joseph's got some fucking news.
Well,
Okay.
Okay. Hold on, I got some news for you.
That's you.
I got
That's you,
that's
Joseph.
me.
we're gonna get into news. Everybody goes quiet, waiting.
So what do you got? So a little bit of news. Where I've only got really one thing, but it's something pretty big. So Jonathan Majors found himself in a little bit of heat this week with you guys don't know who Jonathan Majors is. He was in that new Ant-Man movie as Kang. He's in the new Creed movie as
Yeah, I've
the
not seen any of these movies,
antagonist.
so I don't know who he is.
Here, I'll show you.
Yep,
Okay.
don't know.
Yep. I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So anyway, Jonathan Majors is in a
The heat.
little bit of hot water. So I'll just read this to you. Says Jonathan Majors was arraigned on Sunday on several assault and harassment charges, according to the Manhattan DA's office. In the complaint, the unnamed female accuser claims the defendant did strike her about the face with an open hand, causing substantial pain and laceration behind her ear. She also claims he put his hands around, and this is in quotation, put his hands around her neck, causing bruising and substantial pain. There's more here. Okay, so Majors was arrested on Saturday in Manhattan, in an alleged domestic dispute. He was charged with several counts of assault and assault in the third degree and third degree, three counts of attempted assault in the third degree, 1 count of aggravated harassment in the second degree, and 1 count harassment in the second degree. The DA's office says a judge released Majors on his own recognizance. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's I knew that word.
She knows words.
I had a hard time getting it out. And granted a limited order of protection. His attorney has disputed
like
the
biopic.
claims, saying that, end
Yeah.
quote, Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is provably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. His criminal defense lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, I guess, added, we are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. Chaudhry also says there is video footage from the vehicle where the alleged incident took place. They're talking about the taxi because they were in a taxi or an Uber or something whenever all this went down.
Some kind of public transportation.
Yeah,
where there's
right.
video.
And also there would have to be a witness in the car who drove there
Right.
because this all happened in a vehicle. It was like I don't know if it was a taxi or I can't remember if they said it was a taxi or an Uber. I'm pretty sure they said it was a taxi though. So video footage.
What's the
of
difference?
An Uber is like,
It's
it's pretty much a person who uses their own vehicle through Uber, and they use their own vehicle as a taxi. Taxis are usually companies that provide the car and someone drives it.
yeah, taxi is like a company owns
Yeah.
all
Who
of
gets
that,
paid
and an
more?
Uber.
Uh,
That owns that vehicle.
I think it depends on how much driving or how much business you get as an Uber driver. I'm sure as a taxi driver, you get paid wages plus tips. So,
Oh,
so anyway,
sorry.
witness testimony from the driver and onlookers, and 2 written statements from the woman recanting the allegations. A representative for Majors also denied the allegations. He has, in quotation, he has done nothing wrong. His publicist told Variety over the weekend, "We look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up." Hold on, got more, a little bit more here. Majors has recently appeared in Creed 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He also received acclaim for Magazine Dreams, which premiered at Sundance and was acquired by Searchlight Pictures. It's set to release on December 8th. So this is kind of upsetting because I really, really like Jonathan Majors. I think he's...
Are we sure he did it, or if his...
That's the thing, is like sometimes, not saying nothing ill will against like females nowadays, but let's face it, females sometimes go to extremes
Like Amber?
to make some stupid shit up. Like, yes, like Mrs. Heard. Mrs.
Turd.
Mrs. Turd.
Well, I mean, if
Or
they're
Madam
gonna,
Turd.
they're gonna have video evidence and a witness and all of that. However, I'll be the bad guy because I'm a girl, so I can say it. Sometimes you bitches get a little too big for your britches,
Uh-huh.
and you
Mhm.
want to run your mouth.
And somebody who,
And-
yeah, and with, well, in this case, who was she in the vehicle with? Who was this girl that he was seeing, or that who was this girl seeing? Jonathan Majors. He's got 2 major movies out right now. He's fucking loaded.
Yeah.
He's huge right now.
Yeah.
So this woman might have gotten in her. Maybe he was trying to split it off with her,
Yeah, I mean,
and she got it in her head. Well, fuck him. I'm gonna fuck his world up.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
get
trying to
something out of
blame
it.
the victim
Yeah.
necessarily, but
Exactly.
You
There's
know,
there's nothing to say that he didn't do this.
yeah,
And if he did, then he needs
absolutely.
his ass whooped. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I agree. Yeah. If he
I
did
guess
do
it's
it,
just, it's one of those things where, like, too often anymore you hear about guys getting the raw deal from the justice system just because, you know, you got all these rape
Yeah.
cases, you've got
it's easy for a
these
woman to make
assault cases where they just take the woman's word and they, you know, you want equality, but you still want to be seen as the weaker sex.
Mhm.
I'm just throwing that out there for what it's
Right.
worth.
But anyway, but all that aside, I hope he didn't do this.
Yeah.
And because I think he's a great actor, and he seems like honestly, I've seen interviews with him. He seems like a really nice dude. But you never know anybody. You
They
never
all
know.
do,
Behind-
though.
Yeah, as I say, you
closed-
never know what somebody
yeah.
might be
behind
closed doors. So
Right.
everybody used to love Christian Bale. He beat the shit out of his mom and sister. So
Yeah.
I thought you said Kristen Bell for a second. I was about to flip out like,
I-
what?
no,
To
I'm pretty
be
sure
fair-
Kristen Bell is awesome, just all
Yeah.
around.
Oh,
So
yeah.
To be fair, I always thought Christian Bale was a psycho. You ever seen
That-
American
that's
Psycho?
yeah, I know.
He was a
Well, I
fucking
also
psycho.
heard that like his mom and sister were like quite mentally abusive to him, and like always just trying to take advantage
but
of him. and
he's a jerk.
he is a jerk. I
anyway,
know
so-
that. Yeah, he's a psycho. Anyway, so
Not to
this
get off
week,
on
that's
another
all the
tangent.
news that I have. But I do want to do something different this week. I'm going to show you guys I'm going to show you trailers. I'm
No.
going to show you trailers so we
Show.
can actively,
Wow.
so we can react to them for them.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Let's do this.
It's gonna
How
be-
do we do this?
it's all right here, dude. Check it.
Wow.
I've already got them on here, ready to go. So the first one's called Black Demon. It's about a shark. We'll let you guys watch the trailer.
Say he's gonna put like a little mini video on the.
Yeah, it's already on there. See?
He's got some way of doing this.
Yeah, watch. See?
Oh,
Boom.
okay.
It's on there. Where'd it go?
Hey, I
Sorry.
like that guy.
I don't know his name. So when I first watched it, like, hold on, what language is this movie
Right.
in?
Definitely Spanish, but
Right.
they're all gonna get raped.
They're all gonna get raped. What the fuck? Leave your women and children.
No, him too.
Oh no, the Loch Ness monster spooged.
No, I was thinking more.
Oil, I know.
Yeah, like somebody's
I'm
gonna get in big
just throwing
trouble.
it out.
BP?
Yeah, didn't they already clean up a mess once? They're in bigger trouble now.
Well, she did.
They're gonna have to pay a bigger fine.
Oh, there's a megalodon.
No, it's not a megalodon. It's something else.
Yeah, it's a Mexican legend.
A Mexican
Black Demon.
legend.
The black.
Dad,
demon.
this is
That's
my
a
movie.
megalodon. Unless it's a zombie shark, it's a megalodon.
He's pretty big. Yeah, he might be a megalodon. This movie doesn't look bad though. It looks pretty
No,
cool.
it looks pretty
I love
good.
good shark
It's like
movies.
Jaws on crack.
Yeah.
Kind of like Meg.
Yeah, like Meg.
I didn't watch Meg.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it
it's a
wasn't
good
a
action
bad
flick.
movie.
It's the only movie I've ever seen Jason Statham in where he doesn't fight somebody.
Right.
Instead, he just fights a shark.
I was gonna say
With-
he fought.
with
Let's
a-
not
with a
lie.
giant shark.
With a mini sub.
I feel like it takes his family away from him.
Mm.
Nah, that's not this
No,
kind of.
yeah.
Nah, they're
No,
gonna
no,
get
no.
out.
The family lives.
Oh, yeah,
it's
for
just
sure.
everybody else dies.
They might lose one person.
Not the kids though. They're not going to
No,
lose
not
any
the kids. It'll be the mom.
It would be awesome if they did
I
lose
think
a
it'd
kid
be the
though.
dad, if anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
at
like
the
I've
end.
been saying
Maybe at
all
the end.
along, sacrifice your children.
Jesus.
Okay, so this one here, I saw. This is a movie on Amazon that I
I'm
just want.
very intrigued.
You
by
should
the
be. It's called Trump versus the Illuminati movie.
Oh
This
my
movie looks
God.
fucking dumb, and I just want to show you. It's I don't know how long it's been out or anything like
Is
that.
it about Trump?
Yeah,
This
I'm-
is 2020.
so yeah. Sorry, 2020. So this movie looks retarded as shit, and I'm only showing you the trailer because it looks so retarded.
The retarded one
Has nothing to do with like being a new movie or a new trailer.
I really like dumb movies, so
I just
I'm
want you to see
intrigued.
this trailer.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay, I'm already intrigued just by the robot.
It gets better. It is so CG, just CG all through.
It looks like a cartoon. It's so bad.
Yeah.
And that guy's really trying with the voice.
Watch this.
Donald J. Trump survives the Earth's destruction by escaping his maximum security lab.
It looks like a
That sounds
video.
about right.
His grown body fused with the latest AI technology possesses eternal life.
What?
Large hands.
Large hands.
Is his wig like a superpower? It has to be.
They don't even really like show
Yeah,
his face.
it lifts up, and there's another big hand underneath, like a fist,
It's like
kind of like
fucking-
Chuck Norris.
I'm thinking
Oh my
of
God.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where he lifts his head as another head.
Do we actually see him at some point?
Sort of, like right here, like behind the thing.
Oh my god.
You can see his
So orange.
orange spray tan and everything. Oh my god, dude!
What?
This is actually going to be a movie.
It's
No,
a
it is
movie
a
on
movie.
Amazon. I swear to God, it is on Amazon.
Okay.
What is this?
Oh my god!
It's a movie. It's called Trump versus the
I
Illuminati.
think the big alien's about to
But
get into it.
he's not fighting any Illuminati. Just
It's a
aliens, it looks
dance-off,
like.
dude.
Yeah. That is magical.
Oh my god.
I told you guys, man.
That's pure magic.
So, who's watching it?
I am for sure.
Add it to the box. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I probably.
She's like,
won't-
no, I'm just gonna go home and watch it.
I
I'm gonna
probably
enjoy
won't.
myself.
I'll be honest though, like based on what I just saw though, I probably won't make it through the whole thing.
No, of course
like
not.
that looks
I hope
great.
it's, let's
Like,
see how. I want to
The
see how
trailer's
long it
worth
is.
like
Like the trailer is like worth checking it out, right? But I have a feeling I'm gonna start it and be like, this is stupid as shit.
The-
Like there's not enough here to keep my attention.
right,
Right.
there is maybe for me. The trailer was enough.
That's what I thought. Like, do I need to watch the trailer or watch
I
the
like
movie?
stupid movies though, but that might be bad. Stupid.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. Okay, so this movie it's
Cannot
on
be that long.
it's on Amazon.
Like an hour and 10 minutes.
Like 30 minutes.
It's also on Tubi with ads, if anybody cares. It's an hour and 9 minutes.
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man, I was close.
So, this apparently okay. So I'm going to read you off some people here that are apparently in the movie. So it's got Trump's. So it's not Trump. It's Trump's Chinese clone. That's what it
Okay.
is. He's a Chinese clone.
This sounds bad.
I think it's supposed to. Okay, so Wes and then Crowley,
Well, that's how they get away with it legally.
Crowley is a bad guy. And then there's someone named Bigfoot. So Bigfoot's apparently in this also. I don't know if it's like Bigfoot, like...
Was he the big alien?
I don't know. I'll read you the synopsis here. It says, a Chinese clone of the 45th president, Donald J. Trump, survives the Earth's destruction by escaping his maximum security lab and stowing away aboard the last Chinese space-bound
Stowing?
shuttle. Yes. Hundreds of years into the future, the human race fights for its survival against Illuminati forces. Following a prophecy, Trump's clone joins forces with the surviving human allies to bring the battle straight to the Illuminati headquarters in hell. This also takes place in hell. But when Donald Trump meets Satan himself, he'll be in for the fight of his life.
Fight it for his
Holy
soul.
shit, dude. He goes
Oh
from
my
Mars to
God.
hell.
Well, that's not very far
Well,
according
yeah,
to
I
the
mean,
Doom series.
Mars
But
could be hell. We don't know.
that trailer was kind of a lie though, because they said 45th president. They didn't say 45th president's clone.
They did say it. We just were laughing through it.
Too.
We were lying through it. Or we're laughing through it, I mean.
Maybe it might have been my fault.
45th and 47th.
Anyway,
Ludicrous.
so I don't know if you guys want to see more of that shit. I'll try to keep up with because that was I wouldn't
That was pretty good.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind doing some stupid fucking trailers like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that was pretty good.
That was pretty
I like
good.
that. Yeah, I like that.
I just happened to see that on TikTok and I'm like, oh.
It's like one legit trailer.
Yeah,
and
it was
a
like
terrible one.
I was like, oh, well, I saw it on they're like, it was this guy he's scrolling there, was like, I have to show you this. And I saw that trailer and I'm like, oh, I gotta look that
yeah, I was
up.
gonna say you can't.
I was like,
not
there's
watch it
no
when
way
some
that's
random person
there's
going,
no
"You
way
have
that's
to
real.
watch
So I looked at it, I
this."
was like, oh, it's totally
It is real.
That totally looks like something somebody would just make
And,
to
well,
make and be.
Think
funny.
about it, man. Trump is the biggest joke there has ever been as a president. And it's fucking great. Because you get stuff like this. It's awesome. It's
Oh, no.
funny.
I don't know. Biden.
Biden's a close runner-up, dude.
I think he's.
his
I
I
think
think
he's
there's a
starting to
lot more
win.
than
Have
me.
you,
He might
have
be
you
a little
heard his
bit.
latest speech over the
I
that-
know,
Oh
man.
my
He's-
god,
Ice
dude.
cream. It's
Yes!
amazing.
Yeah, ice cream, man. Yeah,
I
man.
came here for the ice cream.
He's always like, yeah, man.
That-
And the
that
good
ice
looking and the
cream.
good and the good looking kids.
Yeah, they rubbed my legs.
Hide your children. Anyway, okay, so
Yeah, not to go into that.
Yeah.
What the hell have you been watching?
all right, what
went
you guys
political.
been watching?
All right, I'll start. I watched The Boss.
Damn it, my
The
pen.
boss.
Yeah. Oh shit, what's her name? I can't think of her name now.
The boss.
Yeah, The Boss.
With the girl and the little kid. No? Okay.
They make Girl Scout cookies. I know that. I'm trying to think what.
Oh, wait. Is it the one with Will Ferrell? No.
No, but it's got the girl from shit.
You watched it, man.
I know, and I know where what she identity theft.
Oh, Melissa McCarthy?
Yeah, her.
The boss?
Yeah, The Boss.
This must be one of her lesser.
It
known or
just
not
came
as
out.
popular.
Oh,
Oh, it just came out?
yeah.
She is really
It's-
losing
it's-
her notoriety,
no,
isn't she?
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a good comedy.
No, I've seen the blurbs about it, but I haven't.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
What's it on?
Peacock?
Peacock.
Pretty sure it's Peacock.
Peacock's getting a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
A lot of shit.
Um,
They're going to be contending with them real soon, like Netflix and Disney and shit.
I feel like they already are. Have you seen the?
They might be.
the variety that's on there.
Well, Peacock's also got all the wrestling stuff and shit too, don't
Harry
they?
Potter's, right? Or
Harry
is that
Potter.
Paramount?
Harry Potter's on there
they
too.
got a
yeah.
lot of stuff on the Peacock now.
Yeah, they got a lot of shit on there.
I started watching Kong vs. Godzilla.
Geek.
I cannot speak Started watching Shaun of the Dead. Got a
How do
little-
you start that and not finish it?
Right.
I fall asleep and then I don't
I
watch it
fall
the next
asleep.
day
I
because
go to
got other
sleep.
Things going on.
Oh.
I love Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, oh, it's a great movie. I'll have to start writing this shit down.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
why you don't. I have to
Why
write
don't
mine
you
down.
write it down? You have a book.
I know. I watch it and then I just go about my day. I don't like, oh, I gotta get my notebook. I just,
Usually I'm like, I ask Crystal like, hey, what do we watch
This
this
stays
week?
on my coffee table until I come here.
yeah.
I'm too lazy. Yeah, but mine either sits on my desk or on my nightstand, or not my nightstand, but my end table. And I'm usually not at either, wherever it's at, I'm not there. So whenever I'm doing something, I'm like, fuck it, it's too far away.
I always sit on
And it's
the
only
same,
like 4 steps.
I always sit on the same place in the couch, so like it's on the coffee table, like right in front of it. Where I sit.
Right in front of it.
Trying, but it's not going anywhere. Yeah, that's about all I watched. So
Okay.
You didn't watch Vikings?
no, I don't. I haven't
Oh.
watched it for like 3 weeks now.
Oh, really?
He's trying to wean himself.
He's like, I need to get off. It's like crap.
No, I've gotten like
It's like crap.
to a part where it's like I'm not into the show anymore.
Oh yeah.
You know, you get to I think it's like the 6th season when like after Ragnar dies, and
I thought that was the 4th season.
yeah, four seasons where he dies, but like 5th is okay, and then 6th comes in, and
I think
don't
that's
know.
where I stopped. I think
Yeah.
I know I stopped the season after Ragnar died.
Yeah,
Was season 5. I think I
Yeah.
stopped there.
I mean I've seen all of them, and so like after I hit like the 6th season, I'm like, I know what's going to happen. What else can I watch?
Right. I give you
Yeah.
lots of recommendations, man.
Oh yeah.
So many.
You watched The Walking Dead, right?
No, I have not watched.
Maybe you
Walking
should watch that.
Or Stranger Things.
Yeah, you should totally watch
Dead. I'm
Stranger
waiting.
Stranger Things is awesome.
Has the last season
It doesn't
came out?
fucking
It does to
Not
me because
yet,
I
but
binge
I mean-
watched it.
It'll
You
be
seen
out.
how
Start,
fa-
you started.
You seen how fast I went through Last of Us? Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
went
was
through it
gonna
like
say,
That's
you
one
started Last
season,
of
though,
Us.
dude.
Yeah, that's one
So?
season.
All of the
There's
Walking
5
Dead is
seasons,
out,
four
and there's
seasons
11
it is.
seasons.
Or you can watch Supernatural. There's 15 seasons of that, and there's like 26 episodes a season.
Yeah, it's
It's really long.
Yeah,
It's taken me 3 years to get through 11 seasons.
and it's good. It's very good.
At times.
But then
Well, yeah, there's
At
some
times,
The
you're
bad
like,
thing is
all
when I
right,
get
I'm
into
tired of
it-
I
this.
really
when I get
got
into a
tired
TV
of, like,
season-
the demon angel.
Yeah.
when I get
Yeah.
into a TV show and it's like that long, I don't watch anything else. So that's like literally all I'll be talking about.
I did that with Supernatural whenever we first started. I think for the first like
The
6
Monster
or
of
7
the Week.
seasons.
The Monster of the Week episodes are in the beginning of the best.
Yeah, like
But
the
they
first
get
7
back
seasons,
in-
dude, we binge watched the fuck out of those.
They get back into that if you keep going.
I know. I'm
They
gonna
get back
keep going
into
with it, man. I'll get there.
You just have
eventually.
to power through.
Yeah.
I want-
I
I'm trying to
promise.
power through the them going after monsters because I want to get to like the story plot.
I hate the story.
The first 5 seasons story was good
Yeah,
with the yellow-eyed demon and
yeah. It's
shit and
once
the
they
devil.
get past that, it's like it's fine
It,
for
well,
like.
it seems like they stopped. They couldn't find where they were going to take the show from there.
well,
And-
it's like
was
they
kinda hard
got
for 'em, I think.
stuck on one kind of plot point and they just kept it.
right.
And they just revamped it for every season for like 4 seasons. You know, they
Mhm.
kept the angel and demon plot line and just kept revamping it for like 4 seasons. Anyway,
I want to ask you guys a question later in the show, but it's pretty much just gonna be like, what's your favorite death scene in a movie
Did you get
or
it?
TV show?
oh,
Death scene
I already
death
told you. I already told you. I think I've said it on the
in a
podcast.
show or in a show
Either-
general
either.
Anything in general.
or a
What's your
movie?
favorite
Ooh, God.
death scene?
I'd really have to think about that.
Mine's actually in Jason X. It's the when he dunks the head into the
That's a good one. Yeah.
and then he pulls it out,
That's a really
smashes
good
it, and it breaks like glass.
I have to think about that. There's just a lot of death in movies and TV.
Sure, there is. I mean, I'm just saying that
Mine's
that
a comedy.
Yours is a comedy.
Mine's a comedy.
What is
The
it?
reason that one's my favorite is just because it's the first one that I ever saw that I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, like-
you know what I mean?
And her face goes in, it freezes instantly, and he just smashes it. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
yeah.
It was
that
like
Yeah.
the first kill of the
that
movie,
was
really,
the
too.
first time that I ever saw a kill that I was like, "Oh."
As
Awesome.
much as people hate on Jason X, it's actually grown quite the cult following.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing about it is where it lacks in so many other things, the deaths in that movie.
Well, the campiness of
Rule.
it too. You know, that's what people really love.
yeah, but it kind of falls away after the first half.
That's true, I guess.
but
yeah.
the deaths in that movie are fucking amazing.
Yeah, they're
It-
good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's mine.
Uh-huh.
Yours.
Buffy,
I'd have to
Buffy
think
the-
about it, dude.
Buffy the
too.
I would
Vampire
have to.
Slayer.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
That's one we should add to the box
My
too.
favorite
Yes, I will
death
put it
scene.
on mine.
I love
favorite
Bu-
death scene.
I love Buffy, man. All right, Karen, what'd you watch this week?
I watched Filth for probably the 3rd time. I just wait a few years
Filth?
in between watching James McAvoy movie.
Oh yeah, where
Yeah.
he's the
Yeah, he's like fucking go nuts.
he's like protected or
He's
detective.
he's a detective in the Scotland police force, and
Yeah,
it's kind of a
Scotland
crazy
Yard.
go nuts movie, but it's really
I've
good.
seen it.
I love that movie.
It is a good movie.
Yeah, The Frozen Ground I watched that. It's about a pretty famous Canadian serial killer, and John Cusack played the serial killer, which was why I wanted to watch it. Has Nicolas Cage as the cop, and John Cusack plays the serial killer. And I watched May because I'd never seen it and figured I should. I watched Cocaine Bear.
What'd you think of that?
Same as you.
It was good, but it wasn't like...
It was good. It's a good popcorn movie. Like, I don't regret watching it. I liked it. I would tell other people to watch it.
But it was just kind of like you wanted more.
I'll tell you what. This is the one thing that I was surprised by the gore.
Yeah, it did throw me off a little bit. Especially for Elizabeth Banks directing.
Well, that doesn't necessarily surprise me because she's kind of... It's that whole comedy and horror thing and how they link.
I guess, yeah.
But I like her. She's probably one of my favorite people in Hollywood. But
yeah, she is pretty awesome. I do like her.
Yeah. So, but what kind of got me about it was when I first saw the trailers and stuff. It's not that I didn't expect deaths in the movie. I just expected them to be either off screen or very like tame.
Yeah.
And not at all, like not at all.
But
like,
but it's good though.
It's very good, very well done. It's just they're in your face.
They are, yeah.
And not in a bad way.
Right.
But
it's not like over the top bullshit.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that. But I feel like the craziness that could have been in the movie was replaced by carnage and gore.
I feel like the craziness was replaced too much by what tried to be more of a human element. So the human element, the human comedy element, actually, more than anything, it overshadowed too much of what was going on with the bear. Yeah. I know that obviously you can't relate with a bear because it's a fucking bear, but you can, and I know they want you to be able to relate with characters, but don't give us fucking 8 characters to follow, only to kill half of them off. And
this was one thing that really kind of confused me. So like when you're first introduced to I don't remember their names, Han Solo and fucking Ice Cube's kid.
Oh yeah.
When you're first introduced to them, Ice Cube's kid is like all put together, calm, cool, collected, suave. And
by the end
Han
of it,
Solo is all they fucking swap like completely. Yeah. And it's not even by the end. It's like right after he fights those kids in the bathroom. Yeah. And he gets stabbed. Right after that, Ice Cube is like falling apart.
Yeah, their fucking characters definitely do. They both do 180s.
Yeah, they just completely different characters.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I do like their friendship, though. I
do too.
I love I think that they had the best chemistry in the movie between two characters.
I do too. It's almost like halfway through the movie they realized that their characters were wrong.
Right. I think we need to swap this.
Yeah, because they actually played it better when Han Solo was the more.
I think it's funny that this was
and...
Ray Liotta's last movie role.
Yeah.
And he was the one guy's dad, the bad guy, the main bad guy, the boss. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel the same way as you, but I didn't hate it. I liked it.
I didn't hate it at all.
I'll tell other people to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it again. I liked it. It was funny, and it's good popcorn movie.
It was good. I think everybody in the house enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Ada to watch it with me next time I go over there. I don't think she's seen it yet.
Yeah. I watched Unwelcome.
What'd you think of that? Did you not like it? You got that face like it was okay.
I kind of hated the ending.
The end, like with her.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that either because I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I didn't understand.
Yeah, is she like their new queen? But
yeah.
Like I get
that's where I was like, I think that was the only thing.
I get that she is, but like, is she her or is she like taken over by some kind of?
No, I think she's her, but she's like found this new sense of power with.
Well, then,
which is weird because it's a weird.
If that's true, then I'm kind of okay with the ending. Like I don't care.
I do though. I don't like it because it's a weird transgression for her character. I'm like.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all because they had that whole thing happen to them.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, sense of power.
She's looking for that.
Yeah, right. Something.
She wants something that's going to make.
What'd you think of the? What'd you think of the little goblin dudes?
I loved them.
I did too. I was like, I did. But could you tell me if they were like CG or not? Because I couldn't fucking tell, dude.
I think that they were everything. I think sometimes they were.
Sometimes they were both.
Well, I think sometimes they were puppets.
Yeah.
Because in some scenes, there's no way that it could have been a little person.
Right.
I think in a lot of scenes they were little people in forced perspective.
Okay.
But I don't think they were ever CGI.
You don't think they were ever
I
CGI?
don't think so.
Hmm.
I think it was forced
Okay.
perspective and probably.
I'd like to get
puppets.
I think I do want to buy the movie on Blu-ray because, for one, I want to see it in better resolution. Because, like, could you see the blackness and
I
like the
didn't notice
blotchy?
that so much, but my TV's like, really crisp. Like it's really good. I don't know.
Well,
And we were
TV's
watching it
old.
during the day.
our TV isn't old.
Yes, it is.
We were watching it
It's
during
like
the day
7.
too.
Oh, so you couldn't
So-
see. So the darker parts you couldn't see
Yeah,
as well.
like it
Okay, so that's the-
wasn't terrible.
The color and everything was
I
amazing.
didn't
Like
notice that.
the saturation, the oversaturation and stuff of the colors.
Yeah.
I love that. But like whenever it came to the darker parts of the movie, like you could see it very splotchy,
Yeah, I didn't.
and I didn't
notice
like that. So
I didn't notice that at all.
I'll try.
So
Well, I watched it at night, so I don't know if that made any difference. But
Yes, yeah, I noticed that sometimes.
But
on
that's why I
movies,
want to buy it on Blu-ray to see if there's any difference, and
Yeah.
also I kind of want to own it, and I want to see the special features to see
if they
how they did the.
explain
yeah,
how they've done.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would too. They would explain.
I'm
It.
sure they would because I mean it's done so well that you do question.
Right.
But that's what I think. I mean I could be wrong. I really could be.
I
But
mean, I haven't.
that's
I'm,
based.
I'm going off your shit.
I
Man. I
don't
know.
think it was ever.
That's why I was asking.
CGI.
I didn't know.
It doesn't look.
Some of it might have
fake
been
enough.
like maybe it was like they put faces on little CGI.
Well, like
Who knows?
even
You know.
CGI looks even good CGI looks fake,
Yeah,
and I
true.
never got that. I never saw that. I guess, but I don't know. Then we watched Freeway and Freeway 2 because we got the.
Is that the one with Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah, we got the Vinegar Syndrome releases that they just did.
Okay.
So we watched. I've seen Freeway 1 before, but
I've
never
seen the first
second
one. I didn't even know there was a second one.
Yeah, did I?
Who the fuck's in it?
Natasha Lyonne.
Who?
Natasha Lyonne,
Why do I know that name?
because she's hot.
Okay, that's not why I know that name, but
She the raspy what? No.
Yeah, she's the raspy voice.
oh, the one from Kraft.
American Pie and
No, American Pie. Orange is the New Black.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
her
She's in that.
heartthrob.
She's in the second one.
Yeah,
Was she young?
yeah,
I take it she was like a teenager.
yeah. She was the
Portrayed
she
as a
was-
teenager?
She was the Reese Witherspoon character.
I gotcha. Okay,
Yeah. I didn't care for it.
I can't imagine.
It was like, you know how the first one was like Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah,
It was supposed to be like Hansel and Gretel, whatever.
right.
And Jeremiah liked it. I don't know. It seemed too forced. I don't know. I didn't care for it.
Okay.
But Naked Gun 33 1/3. So we're done. Don't have to watch anymore.
I don't have to watch any more Naked Guns.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
and
But gotta love Leslie Nielsen.
for sure. I mean, it's not that I hate those movies. It's just kind of weird how we fell into it. It was like, well, let's watch The Naked Gun. I ain't seen it
Well,
in 100 years.
sometimes you're like, man, I really miss this character, this
For
actor.
sure.
You're like, let's watch some of his shit.
Yeah. The IT Crowd. And I just have to throw out here because it really bothered me. Last week I kept calling him Jim Bob, but it's not Jim Bob, it's Joe Bob.
Oh,
I know.
fail, dude.
I know. Well, we were both doing it, but
Was I calling
Yeah.
him Jim?
Yeah,
Fuck you.
we were both. I
See,
I called myself out, but then you had to start running your mouth, so I'm bringing you in on it.
But that's bullshit, man. You watch more of it than I do.
I'm just saying, I will own my shit.
I,
And
I think the person that should be in fault is the person that said his name wrong the first time, because then everybody else follows suit.
That is true, Karen.
it's true, Robert.
Oh.
Yeah.
Defoe.
Yeah. I will own
I
up
fell
to
victim
that.
to that too.
Yeah, see, I will own up to that. I said
Well,
it
and I
first,
owned up.
and then he followed
I owned
suit.
up to this. I said Jim Bob and not Joe Bob, so I apologize.
I remember whenever the
It's
Robert
okay.
Defoe thing came up, and I'm like, that doesn't. In my head, I was thinking like, that doesn't sound right, but I'm going with
I
it.
sat
Yeah.
there the whole time because you guys acted like this was a real person. So I'm like,
Who the fuck
well,
is-
maybe I'm the idiot
who's
because I
Robert
don't know
Defoe?
who this guy is.
Maybe it's Willem Dafoe's brother.
Yeah, I
Right.
just kept thinking in my head like, well, maybe I'm the idiot because I don't know who he is. So I sat there quietly, and then he texted all of us, "Who the fuck is Robert Defoe?" And I'm like, oh, maybe I should have said something. My bad.
We make up names around here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we
make
don't
up
give a
names,
shit.
words,
Yeah. Sounds all right.
definitions. Anyway, that's it. That's all I watched.
All right,
That's all I
Madison,
got.
what'd you watch this week?
The Walking Dead, of course. Insatiable, I started watching that again. I'm almost on season 2 again, but it's a hard show to get through. It's funny, especially towards the ends of the seasons, but it's hard to get through. We watched Harry Potter, the Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. What We Do in the Shadows. I watched more of that with Ada. I watched Kevin Hart Grown Little Man, I think it was called.
I've seen all the Kevin Hart stuff.
So
Fucking
have I.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I just hadn't seen that one yet. I watched Melanie Martinez K through 12, and I watched A Silent Voice, and I watched the first and second Blade. Is there a third one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Blade Trinity.
I don't really want
Hey,
to
it's
watch
arguably the worst one.
It's got Ryan Reynolds.
It does
in
have
it.
some funny moments.
It does have. It's got Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
in it,
Reynolds
so that is a
still
bonus.
got his good comical
Yeah.
Yeah,
clips
that's the
in there.
only thing that's worth watching in it is him. But yeah,
Yeah.
If you watch the first two, you got to watch
Yeah.
the third one. It's just you got.
I heard the third one was like it was like a. I heard the whole set and everything was just a fucking mess all the time.
the
Yeah.
thing that
And it
I
was a
noticed
lot
the
to
most
do with
is you
Wesley
could tell
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes was phoning it in.
I heard.
Well,
I
he was.
heard-
I guess he was getting mad because he was in control of everything. He was producing it. Blah blah blah. And it was his show essentially, and it really drove some people.
I heard.
mad.
Yeah, I heard Ryan Reynolds and him didn't get along.
Well, it's because Wesley Snipes is kind of a jerk.
Yeah, and Ryan Reynolds, I could see being kind of a
He's
a
he
jokester
Was, yeah,
on
he was
set.
trying to constantly
Yeah.
make Wesley's.
And then Jessica Biel, I heard she was fine on set though.
Yeah,
Did hear that she like completely destroyed like a $300,000 camera though.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Well, there's a scene where she fires a bow because she's got a bow and
Yeah,
arrow or
yeah.
whatever, and I guess she was such a good shot with his bow and arrow. She nailed it. Like it was supposed to look like she was shooting like at the camera or whatever.
Mhm.
She actually shot the camera lens from
Oh,
like
shit.
really far away and
Well, they
fucking
can't really,
destroyed
like,
this
blame
camera.
her for
Well,
that.
they
I
tried to
mean-
protect it, everything but this lens, and she was supposed to shoot above it,
Yeah,
but I guess she was aiming for it and nailed it.
yeah.
And
Of
so
course.
she killed like I think it was like a $200,000 or $300,000 camera. It was like damn.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But I guess they didn't hate her too much for it. They were pretty much like, damn,
Well,
you
we
know
got
what I
the
mean?
shot.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, I guess you
And
know.
they used that shot for it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Ryan
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was trying to constantly break Wesley Snipes' character, like break him out of character, and he didn't like that too much.
All right. So I watched some stuff. We watched another episode of The Ripper on Netflix. I haven't. We're slowly.
I want to go through that. I want to get to that.
It's good. Crystal asked me because we watched an episode last night. She's like, "You're not into this, are you?" Like, no, I am. I was like, it was just kind of like, just kind of zoned out, I guess. And I also want to bring up. I've been listening to this podcast. I started listening to it today, actually. Called. Actually, I'm gonna look it up because I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I just started watching it today. I forgot what it's called.
I did watch Mortal Kombat. That's one
The
thing.
new one.
Yeah, the newer one.
What'd you think of that?
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm waiting for the second.
I think
It was good, but I
don't
want
think
to.
it's gonna come out.
I think
Yeah,
the
it is.
music, if they would have
is.
made the
Yeah.
score louder,
It
during
doesn't
the
matter.
fight
The guy who
scenes-
played Sub-Zero, he's got a contract for 3 movies.
Yeah.
Or 3 more movies or something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
know.
Well,
I'm
he's probably
just
going to
saying.
come back as noob.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I think if they would have had the score louder during the fights, it'd been better.
There's some things about it that I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good. There's
I
potential.
liked-
They're building up to something
Yeah.
that could be pretty awesome.
I liked how Kung Lao's fatality in the movie was.
That was awesome. Yeah. They definitely got a lot of good stuff in the video game
Yeah.
there. So anyway, this podcast is called The Casual Criminalist. This guy's got other podcasts and shit like that, but he does about a 45 to an hour like segment where he just talks about one killer or serial killer. And I think the last one that I just listened to, it was about a nun who got involved with this like criminal or whatever, ended up getting pregnant by him. And this is a short one because he's got short ones too that are like 15 minutes long. And it turns out he kills a nun and then she ends up killing him. Anyway, she gets pregnant from him and she gets away with it because she is a nun and this and that. I don't know. It was good though. I couldn't really hear it because I was listening to it in the shower, but I was listening to some of them at work too. I listened to one at work today that was like about a guy from, I think it was the early or late 1800s. So it would have been before they had phones. They were still using what do they call it? Morse code.
Telegraphs.
Yeah,
Telegraphs.
telegraphs. Yeah. So like, and about a guy who married a woman who had all these dreams of being like a big opera singer, this and that, and then he killed her and buried. Well, did a bunch of shit. He was a doctor, I guess, but this was in London, and they were both from America. But he fell in love with like his receptionist or something, and they ended up like 2 weeks after that, she like, they were seeing those two together after he had claimed that his wife had went back to America to visit family, and she apparently passed away from illness and this and that. But it was good. And then, you know, he just goes into other stuff like that though, like and other serial killers or murderers, and he's got like 200 episodes. And because I've been listening to Talk Scary to Me with Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton, and those are good, but like they only do like 15 or 20 minutes of like a murder mystery, and they always talk about stuff that like I've already seen this. They're always talking about shit from like Netflix, or like they talked about like the last one I listened to, they were talking about like Don't Fuck with Cats. They watched that documentary.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, don't get me wrong, they go into more depth with the actual cases and stuff like that. But I'm like, I want an actual series where all they talk about is this. You know what I mean? Because they talk about a bunch of other shit and answer questions from people and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want just the criminal stuff. You know what I mean? So I started listening to this guy, and he's really good. He's got like this English accent, but he also jokes about some of the shit too, which kind of lightens the mood about it.
Yeah.
So he makes it more fun and goofy, but he takes it very seriously also. So I like it. I've been listening to that. I'll probably listen to more of that at work tomorrow. Also, I watched Harry Potter 1 and Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. Finally finished those up with Crystal. And hopefully she doesn't want to watch Fantastic Beasts, because I'm not really in the mood to watch those, because I could give a fuck less about those movies.
There's the last one I think is on Peacock now.
Fantastic Beasts,
the
yeah.
And what
Dumbledore
they-
one.
Never mind.
If they do The Cursed Child, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
So I'll watch that.
I thought they were
Also,
interesting.
yeah. Also, we watched The Big Lebowski, because I love The Big Lebowski.
The dude.
The
That's-
dude, man. The
good
dude.
movie.
She wasn't
Yeah,
into it
sure.
as much as she's seen it before, but I think I like it more than she does. So
Dad, your picture looks like it's not in the frame.
Your carpet, man.
it's not. It's all right though. It's not coming out. I took the glass off because it was too much reflection off of the light.
I like
from
how
the
they
camera.
made a big deal about the carpet.
Oh, the rug.
The
It's like
rug.
it
brought
tied the whole
everything
room
together.
together. Tied the whole room together, man. I'm the dude, man. So I watched that, and then we watched Wrong Turn because we were in the mood for a horror movie. So the
Yeah.
original Wrong Turn, not
Yeah.
that fucking remake from a couple years ago. Which honestly, I don't care what anybody says, it's not like Wrong Turn, but it was still a good movie. The remake?
First wrong turn, man.
It's a good fucking movie. Even the second Wrong Turn was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Wrong Turn, the remake, everybody's like hating on it because it's not like Wrong Turn. But I was like, yeah, but it's still a good movie. Like they just shouldn't have called it Wrong Turn. They should have called
Named
it like
something
A lot of
else.
times they do that. They'll remake or they'll, cash in on a sequel, and it has nothing to do.
Well, it's not
with
supposed to be a sequel. It's supposed to be like a reboot. And I thought it was dumb. I'm like, well, don't call it Wrong Turn. Just make your own. Like this is a completely different movie.
I think it was another one of those things. Like they used to do that shit in the '80s all the time, where they would like make a movie and call it, one thing to try and cash in.
Kind
on
of like
something
Halloween
else.
3.
Yeah, or Troll 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that with Troll 2.
The dude in the trees in the wrong turn. Whew.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. I love that. Dude, I love that movie. Eliza Dushku. I hate her fucking name, man.
Yeah, she does have a really
hate
bad
her
name.
name.
Douche-goo.
But the one that I really liked from the movie was Jeremy Sisto, which was the boyfriend with the curly hair
Mhm.
who gets shot with the arrows. I loved him. I love him as an actor. Like I don't see him in a lot anymore, but I remember
Yeah.
back then I was always looking for him and stuff. He was always doing like B-rated movies and shit. I remember he did a movie with like Fred Durst. It was called Population
Oh, yeah, I watched that.
356
Yeah, I
or something
watched
like
that.
that.
Where there's like
Yeah.
the town could never get any bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. But that was only because he was in it. He was in another movie. What was it called? It was like a bed and breakfast type movie, but it was a horror movie.
Dead and Breakfast.
Dead and Breakfast.
I
Was
love
that
that
was that the
movie.
one with the dance scene?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the street. I
fucking love
it was
that
so
movie.
fucking random. I'm
That
like
reminds me, I need to get the soundtrack.
the soundtrack.
Oh man, I love that shit.
But yeah, so that's what I watched this week.
Let's talk about the movie.
Anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and jump into our movie. God damn, my fucking pen does not like to work, man.
You have the worst luck with
I think it's
pens.
because I play with the fucker
Did
so
you
much.
drop in the
No, I
Dog
think it's because
water.
I'm over here playing with it and doing stupid shit with it. Anyway, let's jump into the movie here. This week we watched Armageddon. Okay, so Armageddon comes in, or made in 1988, rated PG-13, 2 hours, 30 minutes long. Directed by Michael fucking Bay, because this is one of the most Michael Bay movies that ever
Yeah.
Michael
Oh,
Bay.
shit.
Explosions.
Even in the credits, explosion.
I know, it's like that's exactly what happened at the very beginning.
Yep.
The very beginning was like Armageddon.
Yep, I wrote it down.
Stars Bruce
Right
Willis,
along
Ben
with-
Affleck, Billy Bob Thornton, Liv Tyler,
Really.
and a whole shitload of other people like Steve Buscemi, Michael Clark Duncan, fucking one of the Owens, Owen Wilson,
yeah.
not one of the
One
Owens,
of
one of the
the
Wilsons, Owen Wilson,
Wow.
and some other people.
That's my notes.
So,
I told you I did not write very much.
I have to say, this was a lot more fun than I anticipated.
it was. So I haven't seen this movie in a while,
No.
and but I've seen it quite a few times.
I've seen it at least 3 times.
I bet it's more than that. I bet it's way
I've
more
seen
than that for me. So this movie, it's a really long movie. 2 hours and 30
Yes.
minutes is a
Yeah.
long time.
Yes.
But it never it gets boring.
No.
It's never boring.
No.
It's always got some.
And
They-
I can't believe how badly we reacted when it came out of the box. Like, everybody's like, oh, fuck.
I think it's just one of those
And
movies
then-
that you're like, man, do we have to?
Yeah, and then, like, I started watching it, and I'm like, why was I bitching?
Yeah, right.
This is a good movie.
This is-
Like,
and
I mean-
Madison even asked that. She goes, well, is it a good movie? I was like, oh, yeah, it's a good movie. Because I think she was kind of confused by our reaction.
like the premise is just ridiculous.
It is very fucking ridiculous. Like, this movie toes that line between like grounded realism and fucking space fantasy. Like, it's just so weird because it's between that. You're like, yeah, okay, asteroid coming towards Earth. These guys, but like the whole premise, like, wait, you're gonna go up there, you're pretty much gonna fucking give this thing an enema.
Well,
You're gonna fly up behind this thing, drill a hole in it. How unrealistic is that?
that's actually not unrealistic. It's actually
Yeah, but
one
you're
of
gonna
their-
send some fucking
no, that's
oil
that's
drillers
the
up
part
there.
That's
Yeah.
the point. That's the part. That's
Wait,
unrealistic.
I thought they were on the moon.
Oh wow!
That whole time I thought they were on the moon trying to.
No, they slingshot it around the moon.
They used the
They
moon's
landed on
orbit
it.
to catapult them
Yeah,
essentially
wow.
onto
thought
the
the
meteor.
moon looked a
Wow.
little funny.
Wow, that's the
Little-
attention
little
span of a
pointy.
15-year-old. Everybody.
A little pointy.
So, yeah, that
no.
didn't look anything like the fucking moon.
And this is probably something that everybody knows. I don't remember if I've actually put it in the trivia because I'm pretty sure like everybody knows this, but Ben Affleck actually said that as soon as he was cast, he brought that up to like Michael Bay. He was like, wouldn't it just be easier to train the astronauts on how to drill than to train the
Send-
drillers on how to be astronauts?
Right.
And
I put that down here. It says.
well, they explain it in the movie too, but their explanation is ludicrous.
Yeah.
It's I put down because they said at NASA we don't take risks, and then they're sending these random people.
Right.
into
And
the
then on
sky.
top of that, like okay, so Bruce Willis is up there. He's like, yeah, but whenever you get up there, you got to know what to do and when to pull out and like when to stop drilling. I'm like, you've never drilled an asteroid before, dude.
Yeah.
You've drilled the planet, yes.
Yeah.
Asteroids are completely different,
They're
dude.
completely
Like,
iron and metal.
yeah, like the irons and metals on an asteroid are from like,
out of world.
other solar systems.
Right.
So I mean,
Right.
like, I don't know what you're getting
I
at
mean,
here.
I get sort of the premise. I get kind of what they're saying about, having the smart people do that job is a bad idea because, they think too much in it or, I understand that, that they can get in their own way,
Right.
but it's fucking NASA. They're not just smart. They're not going to get in their own way.
Right.
You
They're
know,
gonna know
they're
what the fuck they're
different.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah. They're different, different.
These were
level of
these are
smart.
guys who were like trained military. Then they
Yeah,
they were like Air Force, and then
they
they like
haven't-
went
they're
into
not
the
just-
space program.
They're
and-
not just book smart. They've been in the military. They've done all kinds of
They're
things.
some of the smartest people on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
So
I will have to say the most unbelievable thing about this movie is that Billy Bob Thornton works for NASA.
I do love that he got the only F-bomb in the movie.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
He says, and you fucking know it.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I'm glad Billy Bob got it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he did great.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so weird to see Bad Santa being
Yeah, but
That
this
guy.
was before Bad Santa.
I know, but like know him in those roles, you know, like
Monsters Ball.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
Matchstick Men, which was also with Bruce Willis.
Yeah, so you know him in these those roles, and then you see him in this, and you're like, I'm not buying it.
Or best yet, what was the movie where he's the serial killer?
Fuck.
Maybe that's where I recognize him from, because I remember him being like a murderer in some movie.
Sling Blade.
Sling Blade. That's it. Yeah, Sling Blade. So to see him in this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's a Michael Bay movie. It's going to be unrealistic as shit. This might actually be the most realistic of all his movies.
It might be. Yeah, there is actually some science.
Well, no, I take that back. Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 was his, and
wasn't this like one of the bigger movies that, you know, you get to take a team of people to save the Earth? Wasn't this like one of the first ones to really?
You mean like a
big?
Well, actually, there was several movies I think that were
around this time. You had Deep Impact.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah. It was one of those phenomenons that there's several times that's happened in Hollywood where like all of a sudden this barrage of the same kind of movie all of a sudden happens, but clearly there's better ones.
Like right now it's Scream, just Scream. Yeah. Like they're doing a barrage of Scream movies.
Yeah.
So we had one last year, we had one this year. We'll probably get one next year, maybe twice.
I mean, like it'll be different. It'll be different actors, different directors, different titles, different.
Right? I know what you're saying. It was a joke, Karen.
I have a question. There's like no sound in the vacuum of space, right?
Yeah, that's another thing.
How are people screaming whenever their air was being sucked out of them?
It's not even that, but like the explosions and shit, you wouldn't hear those.
Yeah, and and the meteor wouldn't be making noises. Like you wouldn't hear that like noises.
Yeah, you wouldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
But they do that because they have to add sound and things like that. It makes it more fun and
like from the viewer's perspective, we're going to think of those things and we're going to poke at it, but at the same time if it wasn't there, it would bother us.
Yeah, it would be boring as fuck.
Yeah.
It'd literally just be them talking the whole time. You wouldn't hear anything else.
Yeah. Did you guys notice that Gale Ann Hurd was a producer on this?
Who?
The writer from Terminator.
Really?
Yeah. No. She was the one that took writing credit, even though she didn't write a damn thing for the Terminator.
Who else did that? Somebody else did that. Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. That was this. That was the... that was the Terminator.
Yeah.
Because I know her and James Cameron had an issue with it or whatever.
James Cameron was pissed about it because everybody said that it was her idea to make a woman the hero.
Lead. Yeah, the lead or whatever.
It wasn't. It was his idea. And she never corrected anybody about it.
Bitch.
Yeah. She was a producer on this. I noticed it because we just did Terminator, and I'm like, that bitch is in this too. Or she's part of this. I kind of thought this was interesting. So, like,
wasn't she the one that tried to say that Matrix and Terminator were like...
Is that her? Is it the same person?
I think so.
Well, she's all kinds of Looney Tunes then.
Looney Tunes.
I thought it was weird because Harry tells Rockhound that he's like temporarily insane when he's trying to shoot AJ. But then, like, later, Rockhound goes crazy.
Why were there guns in outer space?
I didn't understand. Why were there guns on the Armadillo?
I wrote that down, too.
Why are there guns on the Armadillo? Mm-hmm. Gatling guns at that.
Right. I did.
I'm like, why?
Yeah, I did.
Did they think they were going to,
what's the point of a Gatling gun?
Like, why did they think they were going to run into like ET on that bit?
I'm pretty sure I wrote that down too somewhere about you can never be too cautious.
Like just shooting the gun.
I mean, I get if it was like to blast asteroids or something out of your way or like something like that. But I'm like, you're telling me they couldn't use something else to do that?
Why? So Liv Tyler's been in a lot of movies. Even before this, right?
Yeah.
Why was it so important that her dad has an entire fucking catalog on this one?
I think it's probably
so I wrote this down. This is kind of weird. I just thought it was kind of weird that while she's being molested and having oral done to her by a animal cracker, her mom or her dad's band is playing while this happens. Yeah. I'm like, that's a little odd. Like he's singing to it like all romantic, like, you know what I mean? While she's getting an animal cracker slid down her underwear.
I thought that was weird. Why? That guy's romancing was really weird. Like how he romanced
animal
people.
Cracker. Man.
Yeah, that was a little.
I'd just be weirded out.
Well, I mean,
at least you get some munchies somehow.
You know what I got a fetish for, man?
Animal crackers.
Oreos.
real.
Oh my god.
Well, they don't talk though because they're not animals. So
Well, I like it because it's black on both sides and it's creamy in the middle.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I love the cream filling.
You gotta lick
Yeah.
the cream out.
Yep, black on both sides and creamy in the middle. I want to be the middle part.
Poor Madison.
Yeah, I want to get stuck between like in this Michael Clark Duncan. How about Michael Clark Duncan? Fuck it, give me Jonathan Majors too. I'll take it. I'll be their cream filling.
You're gonna be the.
I'm not gay, I swear.
Good cover.
Great cover, man.
You know what? Chris Hemsworth would say differently.
If Chris Hemsworth was here, I would be saying differently. I am gay for you.
Just for you.
Just for you, man.
I thought it was kind of crazy the night before, he fights for them all to have like a night out, right?
Yeah.
Which is great. Like that was perfect. That was
Most
amazing.
of them spent the time at a strip club.
But so they go to the strip club, right? He gets this huge loan. They go to the strip club, and then like the guy gets shitty with him, and Buscemi tells him, "Here, go buy a neck."
Yeah.
Like, first of all, this is like your last night on Earth, probably. When you play it safe, like, I'm not saying like be like nice to the guy or whatever, but like, why start a fight? Because you're gonna spend that night in jail. Like, you're just gonna end up.
No,
in jail.
Because they're a
They-
bunch of
they
hotheads anyway.
yeah,
They're a bunch of oil
they wouldn't
drillers.
spend their
Yeah,
night.
but like, you're gonna go to jail.
Steve
so
Buscemi
you've just spent your
Okay,
last
so
night.
the thing
No,
is
they-
like Steve
they-
Buscemi is like one of the most ass backward characters in this movie because
yeah, he keeps. Bouncing.
he's very
Yeah.
very smart and intelligent. He's got like all these like degrees and like
He
all
knows.
this.
Yeah.
He's a certified genius, but yet at the same time, why would he pick a fight with this guy? Like, dude, you're smarter than that.
I almost think it's like
Well-
at that point is when he decides, fuck it, like
They're not going to spend the night in the jail. He knows that because NASA's going to get him out because they got to go on the flight that
right,
morning.
but he's wasted essentially his last night, like
the last few hours on
yeah, whatever
He
hours
knows-
he
That
had.
stripper
he
came
has
back
he has the
anyways.
mentality that they're probably not going to come back, so fuck it, we might as well have fun.
Right, but they're not having fun. He went to jail.
I
and
do
then
want to
he's
know
gotta go
how
right
he
back
paid
to
off that
NASA.
bookie, though. How did he pay off the bookie?
Yeah. Well, he came back to Earth. I don't know how he's going to pay off
Maybe
the bookie. But...
not.
I'm
NASA,
sure NASA paid them a shit ton of money.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I
Some
mean,
one way or
fuck
the
it.
There's
other.
got to be some kind
enough
of, like-
money for where they didn't have to
Yeah,
worry
there's
about
definitely
got
got to
to
be. Even though Steve Buscemi really didn't do anything in space except ride the rock or ride the Duke.
I don't care.
He
I love
shot
Steve
everything.
Buscemi, and anything he does is forgiven. I don't care.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm riding the rock. I was just riding it like that guy did in that movie. Madison's like, what movie? I was like, Doctor Strange Love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
Doctor Strange Love.
what
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
That was a Stanley Kubrick movie, wasn't it? Yeah.
So I hate it when characters in these movies ask another character to promise something that
Is unrealistic.
it's just not. And
I promise you, I'm coming home.
Promise
it's
me you'll
not,
live.
It's not within their control.
Right,
It's
I
just
understand.
so
yeah.
unfair and ridiculous. Like, I get that it's supposed to be like one of these moments where it's like, I'm asking you this, but I know that you can't. I don't know. It just pisses me off. It's one of those moments where it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I get that you're upset, but don't ask him to do that.
It's
like,
part of the plot, Karen.
I don't give a fuck.
It's supposed to,
stupid.
to show the emotional bond between
Yeah.
father and daughter, man.
It's stupid though. Like,
Maybe they
I don't
think you're
know.
stupid.
it would make me upset because you've promised this to somebody, and then you can't. He breaks it.
Right.
But
that moment at the end of the movie between the two of them is very tender, and I enjoyed it.
It is.
It
It
made
is,
me tear up a
absolutely
little
is.
bit. It still
yeah.
makes me
This
tear
time?
up.
Tear
Yeah.
jerk. I
Pussy.
put down.
You didn't see because you were behind me.
I
on-
put
in the
down
couch,
tear
but-
jerker.
But like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
you
was
remember
very
the
much a
one-
tearjerker. I have a daughter. I am a dad.
Yeah, it makes
Like,
you think.
Yeah, you're like, holy shit, like you know what I mean? Like, so just so everybody's aware, I have a shotgun also. Only
Yeah.
mine is tactical,
Mine's pumped.
and I don't miss.
Yeah, I know. He was chasing him through there, and I was like, you know what? This is gonna be the scene I think of every time Dad threatens somebody now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he says it
That's
all
exactly
the
what I
time.
said. I said, Harry is me as a dad.
Yeah, I mean, really.
That is me.
Yeah.
That is me. I'm very, very protective,
Mhm.
especially of my daughter, because women can be taken advantage of, and I don't like it.
Yep.
So I'm very protective.
Okay.
But don't you love me? Shut the dude. I'll
Yeah.
fucking blow your cock off.
You are nothing compared to my daughter. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Eric knows he's a dad too.
yeah.
What if she can take care of herself?
Don't matter.
What if she can?
It don't. I
But
don't
that
give
doesn't
a
mean I
fuck.
can't be a dad.
Exactly. You fuck.
She
my
don't
little
need to
girl,
take care of
you're
herself,
gonna-
yeah.
You're gonna deal with me.
Yeah,
Regardless.
she don't need to take care of herself.
I'd rather take care of myself than live in your basement. So
That is understandable. I'm okay with that. I'm just saying I'll take care of you until you're 18, then you get the fuck out.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, deal.
We'll just kick you in the ass every now and then.
Yeah.
If we see you fucking up.
But I love that like the first scene, like one of the first scenes is of the guy through the telescope, and he's like, can you go get my phone book?
Yeah.
And she's like, do I look like your fucking secretary? That's what he says. He's like, go get my
No,
goddamn
the
phone
better
book.
part is when he's like, "Can I name it? I want to name it
Name it after
my
my wife.
She's
She's
like,
a blood sucking
"Aw."
soul or a
Which
soul
there-
sucking
in
bitch.
which there is no life that can live or return.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh.
At first she was like, "Oh,"
Yeah,
and then
she
she was
said,
like,
"Aw," and then he
Oh,
said,
you
"Oh."
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I do love the banter between the whole group of guys. Like,
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh yeah.
dude, I love them so much.
They're-
Like, and this movie is so fucking American because they're portrayed as such blue collars.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
blue collar banter between
That's
just
one
a
thing
bunch
Bruce
of guys.
Willis does, I mean,
Oh, for
perfectly.
sure,
He does
yeah.
that blue
Yeah.
collar, like
him,
every
even
man
Owen
perfectly.
Wilson, dude. Owen Wilson in there, even though he's kind of like one of those kind of cucky guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's always just Owen Wilson. though.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's always that same person. He just dresses it up a little different.
But you get like Steve Buscemi in there.
yeah,
What's his face from? Goddamn, I can never remember this dude's name.
Is it bad that I'm glad he died quick? Like,
Who? Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
I
maybe.
was no. I think it was a bad throwaway character, man.
do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that he could have lended more screen to hell. The one guy that was part of the group got like 2 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
I think he had like fucking 5 words.
I
or
didn't
something.
even know that he was there.
Yeah, he was in it.
Yeah.
Like you forget about. I forgot he was even in the movie until I saw like, oh yeah, that guy was in this too.
Yeah.
I don't even know his
he's
name.
there.
Yeah, but then like he dies. Like I don't even know when he died. Even in the movie,
Yeah.
Wasn't it whenever the spaceship?
it might have been. I think it was, and he died. And I'm like, nobody even gave a shit. I was
Yeah.
like, apparently nobody likes this dude. Because he was all weeping over Owen Wilson's character, but not the other guy.
Mhm.
Whenever they were like pulling them together, like, oh yeah, we should take this guy too because I need him. It reminded me a lot of like the Suicide Squad, not the Suicide Squad, but the first Suicide Squad movie
Right.
that came out. Whenever they were like recruiting everyone, they were like Harleen Quinzel. We need her for these reasons, and it was just the music and the slamming down of the folders.
They do that. That's like a we're gonna assemble this team montage moment.
they
You know what I
always
mean?
do.
It's always one of those. Like they did it in The Replacements with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whenever they were like assembling their team, they're like, oh yeah, they do the whole montage
And
and they
between.
slammed down the folders.
I don't know if they slam any folders down, but yeah, pretty much. It's
They
Yeah.
should've.
in a
They
way.
didn't, they should have.
In a way, there's always something to do with that, like whether it's on slamming down folders or like on a computer screen, like
I like how
and
they
like
brought-
and they're showing like flashes and stuff, and like it's all cool and extreme. Whenever really it's just a couple of guys looking at a computer screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
guy. No, not that guy. I don't like his face.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Like
like it. I
when
don't
they
think I
brought
like
in
it.
the sumo
But in the
wrestler
movie, it's
dude.
like dun, dun, dun,
Not that
Like-
guy. I don't like him.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I don't think I could be an astronaut.
Oh hell no! Fuck that.
You talk about that's like the ultimate claustrophobia. Like you can be in space and it's like forever, right? Like forever, but
It's all dangerous.
it's all
Never
dangerous.
thought
So,
of it
like,
that
and you're in
way.
this suit and like
You can't leave. Like it is vast and,
The
and
way you
endless,
sleep.
You
but
make fun of
you can't
Steve-
get 5 feet away from that ship
Yeah,
without a suit.
you make fun of Steve Buscemi for going crazy. I'd go crazy the minute they put that suit on me
Oh yeah.
on Earth.
On Earth.
on Earth.
even doing like the practice in the
I-
swimming
Yeah,
pool.
they do the practice in the swimming pool. I'd be like,
Give me on this motherfucker.
I'd be going crazy the first time they were like, "We need you to go to outer space."
Nope, I'm not. Nope, thank you.
I think I'd totally
I'll
do
wait
it.
for the meteor to hit. I'll just stay here.
I
Don't
like
worry,
how
I'd be
they-
a little scared, but I think I'd go. I could do
I
it.
liked how they showed like
Nope.
the insomnia with the Russian astronaut. You know.
I'll
Dude,
stay here and
he
catch
was
He
one
was
of the
like-
best characters. in
Yeah.
the
Oh
fucking
yeah.
movie.
I love
The Russian dude. The Russian dude was
He
one
was
of the
fucking
I
best
forgot
badass.
Tino
fucking
Velvet
characters.
was in this movie.
Yeah, I did too. Until I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, when I seen Peter Stormare, I'm like, no, I forgot.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
This
so
is-
Oh my
glad.
God.
This is
My
how we
favorite-
fix shit in Russia.
my favorite part with him in this movie, and it's such, you almost miss it, is like when the G's, right, when they're getting hit with like
Yeah.
the 1,000 billion G's, and everybody's bitching, everybody's complaining, everybody's crying and whining, and you hear him back there laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. He's laughing his ass off.
Laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
that's
such a
that's
chill
awesome.
dude too. He's so
Like,
chill in like
I
in
do-
space.
Anything.
I do
Yeah.
feel like, though, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the refueling, like, disaster, that whole part could have just not been there. I feel like it was just another reason for more explosions.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
And it,
definitely.
yeah.
this could have easily been like an hour 50-minute movie.
Yeah.
Instead, it was like a whole half hour or
40
20 minutes or
minutes.
so on that fucking
We
ship,
didn't
and I'm
need
like,
that
I was like,
refueling
so do we
scene
need
at
that?
all.
Like, yeah.
At all.
And then, well, then they were like, it's like a
Latino Velvet out of it, but like just don't.
right. Well, then they were like, it's another 60-hour trip from there to around the moon. It happens in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys made that seem so fast.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, like,
See, now you understand why I thought they were on the moon.
No, I still don't
No, I
understand.
don't.
They literally
I still
slingshot
lost
around.
that.
They showed
I
it
still-
several times in diagrams and
Yeah,
stuff
they-
in the
they
movie.
the diagrams, the slingshot.
They even
and
showed
the-
it with like
I
a
mean,
couple
I
of
saw-
like
I
ships.
saw
Yeah, they're
before,
gonna go
like,
fly
while they were
around the
planning.
moon.
You remember he had the two ships and he was.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought
Around.
they were gonna land on it though, and then I thought that was the asteroid that was supposed to do that. I don't know.
She takes really good notes.
I do. My next note is it
I-
true that time works different in space?
But I have like two sentences on.
Not
notes.
particularly. I would say that time is the same in space as to wherever
Well,
you came
I saw
from.
this one movie it was a movie that you watched, I think. It was where this guy was in space and then he was only up there for like maybe a month and then he came back to Earth and like years and years and years have passed.
Okay,
where
that
his
is a-
daughter was
no.
like really old.
No. I'm thinking that you're talking. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I was little.
I think you're thinking of Inception or not Inception. What's that movie? Interstellar with
I've never seen that.
It's a good movie.
I'm sure it
Yeah, I
is.
don't
Yeah,
think
it's
I've
a
seen
good
I
it.
just never seen it.
It's long as fuck, but it's good.
Yeah, that's probably the
all
problem.
space movies.
That's
are
what she
long.
said.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Good one.
Sorry.
So every chance they had, there was an American flag in this fucking movie.
Oh,
Do you think
yeah.
that would have happened nowadays?
Oh fuck no.
Like they had Liv Tyler standing there watching them lift off in front of a giant American flag, like this big fucking like cinematic piece.
People
you know
are
what I
so
mean? Like,
anti-American
oh,
nowadays.
I'm telling you, now the
it's
American
terrible.
flag is like almost a fucking
It's a joke.
Nazi flag. Yeah.
to people. I mean,
yeah.
it's-
And honestly, that's whenever people see the American flag. If you ask people now, they're like, "Well, what do you think of people who fly the American flag or wear the American flag?" They're like, they automatically assume racism. They assume that they're racist and homophobic and
Hillbillies.
Old-fashioned.
hillbillies,
that,
old
the hat I
fashioned.
wear to work has an American flag right there.
People hate that, man. They see that nowadays and they think that you're racist or homophobic or you don't abide by, or like you're anti-gay.
Or
Yeah.
you live out in the
At,
country.
at that
Yeah.
point in time, I give a fuck less what the
Yeah,
people
dude,
think.
it's
I mean,
it's the American flag, man. Like
Exactly.
respect that bitch. It's the
You
country that you
live
live in.
here.
people die
Yeah.
for it. Period.
Yeah,
People
exactly. Now you got people out here burning it,
Standing on it.
standing on it, pissing on it. Dude, that's our American fucking flag, man. Like you can't do that shit. I'm not homophobic, as you can tell. I talk about sucking Chris Hemsworth's dick all the time,
Yeah.
and I fucking will too.
I hope he sees
But-
this.
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny? Like someday he did get to meet him, and he's like, "I hear you want to suck my dick."
Well, I'm not backing down now. Let's do this.
I bet Joseph would turn 8 shades of red. I bet he'd be the same color
Oh
as
man,
his
I wish
hat.
I'd be there just to see his face. That'd
Yeah.
be hilarious.
But I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying, man, the American flag means more. It's our country.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's
it's the people that live in
100%.
it, the people around you, and
there's
and,
a picture that speaks more than words could ever say, and it's basically showing just a bunch of our soldiers holding up a piece of land that are people standing on, flying kites and stuff like that. And these people, the soldiers, are all laying underneath. They're not dead, buried, been shot. I mean,
Yeah, I've seen
you
that.
guys don't understand how much our soldiers have sacrificed for the things you have,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
And they
That
have to go
American
into
flag-
other countries flying that, flag,
American
wearing that flag on
means
their arm.
everything to them.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Have a little respect for it. Because
Exactly.
as much, if you don't like it here, fucking leave, dude.
yeah,
You know what I
there's
mean?
airplanes for a reason.
And I'll tell you right now, my sister, dude, my sister is 100% gay. She has a wife. She's married to a woman, and she's always been gay.
Yeah.
And But I'll tell you what, dude, one thing that she will never ever do is like burn a flag or like she's American. She loves America, dude. She's just like us.
Mhm.
She's just like you, man. But she's gay. She's gay. She likes women. I mean, so do I. I guess that makes me a lesbian too. So
Right
By
there with you.
definition.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so just, think about that, man. Like, and I wish movies would portray that more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just get back to the way it was, man. Like, I know it's,
patriotic.
I do
you know,
miss those good old, like some of those
good old
really
American fucking movies,
more
man.
patriotic.
Yeah, more
not afraid
patriotic.
to be patriotic. And
Speaking of which, we need to add the Patriot too. I forgot about that.
I forget the last one, and you interrupted me when I was.
Sorry.
What was I gonna type? What was the last one?
Buffy?
Buffy.
Yeah,
was
Buffy.
it that movie too?
Hey, I seen her at Horror Hound too. Christy Swanson.
Really? She's at Horror Hound?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Buffy, and then what?
The Patriot.
The Patriot.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, our soldiers also did die and fight for your freedom of speech and your freedom of acting out the way you want to.
I also
mean,
don't think that
that
every
is-
soldier is like, they're great people. I don't think they're all great people. Some of them are fucking shitbags.
Yeah, some can be bad.
It's just like every other profession, though.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's a
Just
human
like
doing the
police.
job.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
like police.
Human.
And any other
Humans
thing.
suck.
It's like I said earlier. I was talking about the podcast about the fucking the doc. Well, I didn't talk about that. Or the first podcast of that podcast that I listened to was about Dr. Death. He was a fucking doctor who was responsible for over 250 deaths. He killed over 250 people, and his first victim was a 4-year-old. Just
Yeah.
saying. So not everybody in these great professions that you look up to are always going to be great people.
No.
Nope.
Like the cops. You guys hate on the cops. Why? They protect you. Without the cops, what do you got? What do you got?
All hell would break.
All hell would break loose. You got nothing, man. So back the fuck off and just saying. Sorry, I'm done.
Yeah. Banner
I'm just-
over, guys.
God damn, dude. Like, I get so fucking sick of people, man.
Yep.
I
Anyways.
understand like all of like what was going on and everything, like but it's not like I'm talking about the part where they were gonna remote detonate the bomb and everything from Earth. It's not like they were wrong.
No, they wanted to have a safety precaution just in case.
They were
something-
wrong.
They were wrong. They ended up being wrong. But
No,
if
I
this-
think they were wrong just in general. Because if you think about it, what is detonating the nuke on the surface of the asteroid going to do, other than probably speed it up?
Depending, I mean, if you do it like on a side of the asteroid, maybe.
But
they
they weren't
had-
nowhere
they
near
might-
that. You're
but
talking
they-
about
they
an
had
asteroid the size of
scientists-
Texas.
They had scientists telling them that it would work.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Scientists.
They had scientists in NASA saying that it wouldn't work. They had other scientists saying that it would work.
Yeah.
So
On
they,
the back end of the asteroid?
yeah, they remember because the one guy was like, "I went to school with that guy. Trust me, it won't work." So they had the president's scientists were saying it would work.
Then the other
The
ones,
NASA scientists were saying it wouldn't work.
You'd think they trust
So-
the NASA scientists more.
Sure,
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is that in a real world scenario, right, we're getting down to the wire. You're talking about billions of people on Earth, fewer people,
10 people.
on this meeting.
But I also see it as, okay, so here's my big fucking kerfuckle with this, okay?
Okay.
So
Is that a word? Did you?
No.
say
Yeah,
that?
we
I
made it
did
up.
make up
It's,
a word.
it's
All right.
word.
So the thing about this is, they say that this asteroid is the size of Texas. Okay, that's a big fucking asteroid.
Fuck
Yeah.
it
Oh,
Like
yeah.
there would be no planet left if an asteroid
Right.
hit.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it fucking
It
blow
would
up.
like the entire planet would explode.
Right.
So the thing about this is, so they drill 800 feet. 800 feet ain't shit. 800 feet is from here to down the road. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's not very far. So you're telling me that's how far they had to drill into a asteroid the size of Texas to split this fucker in half? So this is where you come in with like, okay, so if they were to detonate it, I figure detonating it 800 feet into the asteroid compared to detonating it on top of the, like just on the surface of the asteroid, has the same effect.
The president.
It would have the same
president's
fucking
guys
effect.
at the beginning when they were talking about it, when they were debating it. The president's guys were telling it would throw off the trajectory by detonating it on the
surface. I think
Yeah.
it would, yeah, for sure.
Right.
And that's
So
where
throwing off the trajectory away from Earth is what they were saying.
Right.
So that's what they were trying to do by detonating it then.
And that's the most logical thing to do. But the thing is that yeah, it would. But okay, so because it's on a straight path to Earth, So if they were to detonate it on the back end of the asteroid, which is where they are, all that's going to do is catapult it toward the Earth faster.
Depending.
No, remember they landed in the wrong area. So they were
26 miles.
more towards the middle though.
But 26 miles. That ain't
Sure.
shit.
But what I'm saying is like if you're
depending,
on Earth,
yeah, I mean,
and
depending on
you're
the
getting
sites.
down to the wire, you're not just going to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, like
I
I said,
get
depending
that,
on
I
where
guess.
the bomb goes off, if it's like on the right side, left side, whatever, it's going to push the asteroid whichever way.
I mean,
you
do
know,
I think we're
instead of-
thinking too heavily into this?
Well,
Of course.
no, what
Yeah.
I'm saying is though, is it's not gonna work. We know it's not gonna work because it's movie logic. It's not gonna work because the
Well,
good guys are right.
drilling 800 feet isn't
But-
going to work either.
But
Well, it's
what I'm
Yeah,
inside
but
the
who are
actual.
we? We aren't scientists.
But what I'm saying is, in a real life scenario, they're not wrong. You know, the president and all the bad guys who are trying to do what they do, they're not wrong.
Right. I'd like to get like an actual like NASA specialist or something like that, like their
Oh,
opinion, because they'd pick the
man.
fuck out of this movie. I'm sure that this is probably hated among like
Physics.
people who like love physics or space or asteroids or even deal with nukes or anything like that. Like they're probably like, yeah, this movie is
Dog shit.
dog shit because it makes no logical sense. Like, so I like I said though, like because if you think about it, an asteroid the size of Texas, what is 800 feet compared to just being on the surface? 800 feet ain't shit.
I don't disagree with you. At
Maybe
all.
it just depends on how brittle the material.
I guess,
know,
but then,
you know what
like
I
I
mean?
said, it doesn't matter
But
because
it's
you might as
not
well just
though. They had such a hard time getting to
Yeah.
800 feet.
yeah. But 800
Well,
feet ain't nothing.
Think of solid material. I mean, if you crack a solid material compared to a soft, smushy material, what's going to happen? If an explosion goes off in something that's really hard
That's
compared to
true.
something that's really smushy,
But that's also
what's
like
going to
saying,
happen?
okay, let's just put it like
But what
into
he's
perspective.
saying though is like, okay, so you've got
Yeah.
something like this, right?
I get where you're saying. It's like
And-
on the surface compared to just
Yeah, like you've drilled down
hundred
this far, and you've got all this space underneath, and you let that nuke off. It's gonna go.
It's not even going to do
I
that.
mean, you know,
It's
gonna-
literally just going to blow away
It's not
that
gonna-
portion of
It's
it.
not
That's
gonna
it.
break it apart. It's
Yeah.
just gonna kind of, firecracker.
Yeah,
You know?
like, well, they're like, yeah, you put a
well,
firecracker
yeah.
in somebody's hand. I'm like, okay, yes, I understand. But like, take for instance this mouse. This mouse is your asteroid. You take and you put it like say you just like put a little sliver in there and you put a fucking.
It's just going to blow off the back.
It's just going to
portion
blow
of
up a little chunk of it right here. That ain't going to do nothing
it. Yeah.
to it. It's
Yeah.
essentially but they're talking about sticking in there like 800 feet. That's like not even my
in
fucking.
comparison,
finger
Yeah,
nail.
like it's literally just it's not going to do anything but blow that off. It's not
Now,
going to do
if it
anything
was
but
in the
propel this
center of it,
faster.
If it was in the actual center of it, it's going to
Yeah, so 800 feet compared to the size of Texas, not shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know-
Texas is what? How many miles long?
Oh God, I can't even.
Fucking like 1,000 miles or more, something like that. So I mean, it ain't nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, I get what you're saying. I'm
It makes no logical sense. Like
Yeah.
if they told me like, oh, we have to drill, fucking
well,
30 miles in or
here-
something, that would
here's-
make more sense.
Yeah,
to
here's
me.
I mean they're playing on a time thing. You know how short time they have to do it, so that they're trying to be. Well, we only had this much time, so 800 feet sounds good. You know, that's what they're.
They needed these fucking oil drillers in there. Is what they needed.
Yeah.
They needed a reason to have these drillers.
They need,
I don't know. It was dumb.
they need predator drillers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I think the idea of like landing on the side of it, setting your like as many nukes up as possible, flying off, letting that do, and then probably that would be more effective because that explosion is gonna.
Yeah.
I never understood that either. Like when they were talking about it, like I'm sure we've got more than one.
Yeah. We
Well, we had two.
Two or three.
No, I'm saying like
We could have put like 4 or 5
maybe
nukes right on the side and blow
Right.
the fucker
seven,
over.
maybe just send a couple of guys up there with like 10 and drop them off and
Go and then boom, and then that whole asteroid, because I don't care how big it is, nukes they pack a lot of
Oh,
punch.
yeah.
The
And
size of
especially
Texas, that thing's gonna do this.
Yeah, especially
You know?
in space where you have no.
I mean, look
You
at what
know.
happened with the Armadillo. They turned off the thrusters, and that thing floated, what,
Oh, they-
200 feet
yeah,
across
it was,
that gorge?
yeah.
You do something like that with 10 nukes to something that size?
Oh yeah,
It's moving. It's going.
It's going to
Yeah.
go.
It's gonna go the other way. That's the thing is like, that's
Hell,
just
they
it
could
though.
just
If we
hook
had
up.
a natural disaster like that occur, where it was a huge issue, I think that NASA would respond a little bit more.
hell, honestly,
Oh, for sure.
honestly,
You know what I
all
mean?
they would have to do is hook up the fucking shuttles to the side of the fucking asteroid and push it.
I don't know if they'd be able to do all that because,
Yeah,
like I
don't
said, it's the
think
size of Texas.
Yeah, I don't think it's
So.
quite that easy.
Yeah.
Um,
The only thing I'd be worried about is because of how close it was to the moon. It might do some damage to the moon.
That's
Set
the
it
point.
off, of course.
yeah,
my thing
bomb,
is-
you bomb it and it
think-
goes in the other direction. Hits
think how
the moon.
Oh,
You got-
shit,
you
we
got-
need that.
You got like a whole pool.
Think
thing
how easy
going
it is
on,
to
like,
push
oh,
something.
Shit.
Think how easy it is to move something in the water compared to moving on land.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have that much pushing,
Yeah, what if they could
especially
tow it?
in space.
Like you strap a chain to it. Like, okay, guys, let's go.
Especially in
go.
space, you really
Didn't you
have
say
nothing against you.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no orbit. Or
There's
anything
nothing
around that
there.
thing.
You
Right.
just push.
So they didn't follow movie logic with
You
the
didn't follow
bomb.
movie logic.
It stopped at 2 seconds. Should have stopped at 1.
Should have stopped at 1. You're absolutely correct.
Sometimes it stops at 3.
Yeah, but when you're that stressed for time in these kind of movies, should have stopped at 1.
Millisecond.
1.
Millisecond.
Anyways.
All right.
Didn't you say something yesterday about the rocket ships being like launched too close together?
Yeah, they literally like lifted off right next to each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Impossible.
Oh yeah.
No fucking way. Like they were like right next to each other.
You got astronaut jet pilots. They're, you know.
What?
I said you got astronaut jet pilots. I mean, they're
Yeah,
right
but
on.
they were like literally lifting off right next to each other. Like one of them's gonna blow up the other one.
Oh yeah.
And then that one's gonna blow up the other one.
Mhm.
So
Well, there goes our Earth.
I take it back. There was another part that I really liked with the Russian guy. He's talking. He's like American components, Russian components, all made in Taiwan. And then he's telling that woman, he's like, "Please move. If you don't move, I'm gonna have to take you away. Please
yeah,
move." And then
please
he
move.
just like shoves her out of the way.
Please move, or I'm
Hey.
going to have to take you away.
Here's life lesson: hand a Russian guy a hammer, and all your problems will be solved.
Yes.
I
This
wrote
is
this.
how we fix in Russia.
This is how we fix in Russia. Finally, we can go home. I said,
geez.
all I wrote down was like, space is so stressful.
Yeah.
There's no way I could do it.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, there's a lot of shit going on in space.
And I'm not sure how the science would work in space, but I know on good old soil, if you let off a nuke, your electronics are dead. And they let off a nuke, and it was right behind them.
I don't know how that works with like the electromagnetic pole and things like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure on the science in space.
Yeah.
It's a vacuum.
But it's a thing.
You don't. It doesn't.
So I
It
don't-
doesn't.
Yeah.
affect it.
You sure? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I
I,
mean,
don't.
we're not scientists.
I don't want to overthink
Yeah.
that one. I don't want to overthink
Yeah,
that
I
one.
just like that when it went off and they were so close to it that it was like, that bright and everything. I'm like, wait,
How?
electronics.
Okay.
No?
I wrote it down, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
I thought it was funny. Whenever Ben Affleck asked the Russian, he says, "Have you ever heard of Evel Knievel?" He's like, "No, I never watched Star Wars." I never watched Star Wars.
I never watched Star Wars. I love how they keep teasing that he's gonna die. Peter Stormare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Russian
Like
dude.
they're always like he's gonna die, and it's funny because like you're not like
He always usually does die in movies.
well, yeah, and
though.
like it's so funny because like I guess as Americans like we're not supposed to care, but every time he almost died, I'm like no.
Am I the only one disappointed that when he was on the tether on the armadillo when he was getting dragged, he wasn't yelling yippee ki yay? Am I the only one
He can't.
disappointed on
He
that?
can't. That's Bruce Willis's line.
I know, but like that would have made it so much better.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Like,
I never watched Star Wars. That's hilarious. I
Oh,
forgot all
God.
about that.
yeah,
You
no, I
man.
never
Can I just
watched
throw
Star
up?
Wars.
Can I just throw out there they were drawing straws like they were playing Russian roulette?
Well, yeah, they essentially were.
yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Even
That
though
was
they
some good
should-
acting there from Ben Affleck
Yeah, it
and
was.
Bruce
You know,
Willis.
I
The
think
acting
Ben
in it was
Affleck
great.
Is a good
Huh?
actor. I think Ben Affleck is.
I
a
do
good
too.
actor.
Yeah.
Especially back in the old days.
Oh, for
I mean,
sure.
I don't know so much about. I haven't really seen him much lately, but
I mean, he was Batman. He was a good Batman.
Yeah, he
and
did a pretty good
Bruce
job.
Wayne. So
yeah.
I think he was one of the better ones.
I think the acting. in
I didn't bring
general
this
was
up in
good.
news,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
didn't have any
I didn't
problems
bring
with
this
the
up in
acting.
news, but apparently it's being rumored that they're bringing George Clooney back to play Batman.
That's a fucking lie.
I
What
hope
you-
so. It's being rumored.
George Clooney wouldn't do it.
I don't know. He
He
might.
was
glad
the
they're-
first one to say that he was terrible.
Because they were
at it.
talking about doing an older, more gruffed, like Batman
Yeah, they've already got
for
Yeah,
that.
this
Michael
Batman and
Keaton.
Yeah, they've
Robin
got that
movie.
Michael Keaton.
He's coming back. And
No, I don't
I'm
think they'll use him
excited
because
about
they're trying to do like it's a Batman and Robin where it's Robin is his son, played by Robin is his son, and he's like an older Batman, and they're talking about bringing George Clooney back to play that
Is
Batman.
that
No, I
even-
think Michael Keaton would be the best one to do
George
an
Clooney.
older
Honestly,
version
I
of
don't
that.
know,
said
man.
that
I'm like-
he was the most terrible Batman.
I'm glad
He's
that
even
I'm
said
just
it.
glad in general that they're bringing Michael Keaton back, even though it's. I'm not looking.
I just think they
forward
need to stop
The movie.
implementing so many
The
fucking
movie.
people to play Batman.
Yeah.
Like, give us one, maybe two, if you want to keep it two separate entities, but like we don't need 3 or 4
Yeah,
fucking
can we
Batman.
can we just like one?
Yeah, right.
at a
like,
time,
like I
maybe?
like the Edward or the Robert Pattinson Batman.
No, don't say Edward.
Yeah.
You son of a
Sorry.
bitch.
Well, I was thinking of Edward Furlong for some reason.
It's the
Oh.
Edward Batman.
I thought you were going Twilight.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
That would have been.
Sparkly Batman.
I think I would have. I think I would have died laughing if, like, at some point in time, that Batman just had like a sparkle to his suit.
Fucking
what's her
I
face
would
playing
fucking
Catwoman?
die.
Who?
Fucking what's her face playing Catwoman?
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with no emotion, no like.
Her mouth is always just hanging open, like.
Yeah,
You know, the funniest thing, I've never seen any of
Poison
the
Ivy
Twilights,
be
but have
better.
you ever seen that meme where she's holding up that ugly fucking baby or whatever? And it's Kristen Stewart holding up that baby, and it
The
was like,
CGI baby?
yeah, she's holding it up, and she's like, "This is ugly. I want a refund," or something like that. It was really funny to me.
No, she'd be in there like, I'm sorry.
I'd never seen them, so I don't know.
You've never
She's
seen
always doing the
Twilight?
hair
She's
behind-
always doing the thing.
Hair behind her
No.
ear, like.
No, I've never.
How did you get in my room?
I
You've been watching me for weeks? That's cute.
I knew before the movies came out what they were going to be because I heard enough about the books. And I was
Oh, no,
like,
I
"You
watched-
guys
I
are
watched the-
into this.
I watched the first movie. That was it. I watched the first one, and it got to the part where he like shows himself in the because I was like falling asleep through the whole
Yeah.
movie, and he gets to the part where he like shows that he's a vampire and he shows how he's sparkling. Dude, I lost my mind.
right.
I laughed so much, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching it with my friend Andy and Chelsea, and I'm like, and Chelsea's like obsessed with Twilight.
Twilight.
This is whenever it first comes out. Dude, I lost my shit. I started laughing so hard, and she's like looking at me like,
It's not funny.
it's not funny. I'm like, yo, it's totally funny.
It's totally
This
funny.
is fucking.
Vampires
Is this
don't fucking
real? Like,
sparkle.
They blow up. Damn it!
yeah, I was like, they don't sparkle in sunlight.
They burst
Jeremiah
into
wants to
flames.
watch
They
them because
melt
there's
in
this guy
sunlight.
that watches them and like talks about it, and like the way he talks about it is really fucking funny. And so he wants to watch it because of like that commentary kind of thing, like with the commentary. It's kind of like a Mystery Science Theater thing.
Yeah.
with the-
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, yeah, I guess I'd be down to watch it that way.
Oh, I'd totally be down to watch
You
it
know
that
what I
way.
mean? Like, there's
Just
a
make
scene-
fun of it the whole time.
Right.
Yeah, like there's a scene, I don't know which one it's in, but it's like they're at a party and she cuts her finger or something. And so she's like bleeding a little bit out of her
Oh
finger.
yeah, that's at the beginning of the second movie, I think.
Okay, she like cuts her finger or something. And
Don't
like,
they all
one of
lose
the-
their shit
yeah,
or
like,
something?
one of the vampires comes running
Yeah.
at her and like,
He's a new vampire.
oh, he comes running at her, I guess. And so like Edward pushes her out of the way, but like he's so strong that he pushed her out of the way.
She went
And she flies into a wall and like slams into it and falls down and hits a table, like a glass table,
Makes
lands
it
on the
even
floor.
worse.
And the guy that's like watching it, he's like, "Yes, I will save you by breaking every bone in your body and making you bleed worse."
Oh shit! They're all in a frenzy now.
Oh,
Anyway.
Jesus
better do
Christ,
something.
man! All right, does everybody get through their notes then?
Yeah, I got
I had
Okay.
2 sentences on my notes, so I'm good.
You never
Um,
write very much.
I do.
all right, well,
Look at
let's
that.
get into rating this bitch.
Do.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Let's run out this bitch.
Just sometimes I don't.
Sometimes I don't.
I'll go.
I was into it too much.
Okay, Madison, why don't you give us your reasoning and then your rating?
My reasoning.
Yeah, your
I
pros
never
and
thought
cons.
about what I rated it. Okay, I got what I'm rating it. I like the scenes and stuff. Yeah.
We like the scenes too.
I'm not good at explaining things. I don't like space movies though. I don't like science at all.
You don't like science.
Makes my brain hurt.
Makes my brain hurt.
It
You
does.
made me think too
It
much.
does.
Yeah, this
But
should be
I
really
did
called
like-
science. Though.
I know. I
No,
did like
this is Michael Bay science.
maybe.
This
I
is
know.
Michael Bay
like,
science.
just space movies in general, usually not my thing, but I did like this one. It was better. I don't know why. I think it was because there were so many people in it that I've already seen before.
Yeah.
And it was something new that I haven't seen before, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10.
5.5 out of 10, huh?
Decent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not the best, but she's like, it's middle ground.
Yeah.
Karen, you go.
Karen, yeah, you go, dude.
Okay. I hate the fucking soundtrack.
Because it's all Aerosmith.
Yeah, I'm not a big Aerosmith fan. I'm really burnt out on Aerosmith, like in general. And I really don't understand why they had to use every single song of their catalog in this movie. Like why we couldn't have other music in this movie. It really fucking bothered me this time. I don't know why, but
Really?
it really bothered me. It took me out of it because it was so, I don't know, forced
I think
and
you
surreal.
focus too much on the Aerosmith aspect.
No, it seems so forced and surreal because his daughter's in it. You know, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like,
I think this was around the time that him and her were starting to have a relationship.
I don't know about that because she was in music videos of his and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think
you
they've
know?
always had a decent relationship.
Yeah.
I heard, okay. I
Yeah.
thought I
No,
heard
when she was
something to the
young,
fact-
yeah, you're right. They reconciled long before this.
Yeah.
Like, no, I feel like it's kind of one of those deals where it's like, you know, her career was booming and his was lagging. So she's like, here, I'll help.
His wasn't that bad
No,
back
No,
then,
it wasn't
He's
though.
never
terrible,
really
but like, I don't
lacked.
know. It's just one of those things.
I guess he was more like early to mid 90s, and then this kind of was whenever his career.
resurgence.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of going down a little bit, and then he started having. This is back whenever like that Jaded song was starting to come out after this.
Yeah.
and that song sucked.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just saying, like, that bothered me. It took me out of the movie a little bit. I didn't like it. I really liked the color in this movie. I felt like they did really good. Like the oranges really popped, and like I don't know. It really seemed.
it was that late 90s saturation. That you had like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, that whole thing was really well, and it works for this movie. Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Oh fuck.
It works for this movie
fucking thing.
especially because it's a space movie, and
Right.
those colors really, like that whole way that they recorded it works for this movie because it's a space movie. I love the actors, the acting for the most part. So I guess I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna say like 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric, what you got, man?
All right, so I really like the acting in it. I thought they did a phenomenal job in the acting department. Scored in the movie, other than the Aerosmith stuff,
That was
I
all
think.
of it,
No,
other than the instrumental.
the instrumental stuff was okay. It came in, brought up some of
A
the
lot of
dynamic
the
stuff.
instrumental was Aerosmith though too. Like it
Well,
was.
I think
them
what he's
subtly
talking
playing
about
their
is
music.
more like, like when
During
you know,
the-
like when
the-
they
the
showed her behind
dynamics.
with the flag behind her, it was more like
Oh, yeah, the score
swelling,
stuff,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and-
Yeah, I thought the score on that kind of stuff actually brought the movie a little bit together.
I agree. Yeah.
It brought emotions to it. I mean, like I said, it was a little bit of a tearjerker. There were aspects to it. It's like, oh, okay, you bring your feelings into it. So, I mean, those are my pros. Now, my cons, the Aerosmith was a little bit of a downer. I don't know. It's about really the only con I really had too much on it. I thought, the Michael Bay explosions was a little much, but that's just Michael Bay. It was always explosions. So I came in at a 7
Okay.
for me.
I think for me, I didn't mind the Aerosmith stuff. Doesn't bother me. I think back whenever the movie came out, the Aerosmith stuff is what kind of sold it for me. It was like hearing that music
yeah, it
again.
didn't bother me then.
it
but
was awesome,
It's more like I'm burnt out.
Right, I get
now.
it. But other than that, like Eric said, some of the stuff like really hits home with like the father daughter stuff, and then the Also,
Like when the one dude that walked away from his kid, and then his kid and his wife was
right, but I don't think he
ex-wife.
walked away. I think that was
Sorry.
more of a gambling problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that not only that, but also the action was heavy. The emotion was heavy. I love the banter between all the guys. I thought that was fucking great. Steve Buscemi, he always gets a point in my book.
I love him.
So there's a lot of things I love about this movie. There's not a whole lot that I really hate about it. I mean, you could pick apart the science and all that, but it's a fucking Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, it's one of the best Michael Bay movies there is.
That's true.
This, Bad Boys 2, and maybe a couple more you could probably point out there.
Yeah.
But, this is one of the best. I love this movie.
Agreed.
And so I'm going to have to come in with Eric here on this. I'll give it a 7. I was going to give it a 7.5, but there's some reasons why I think I'd knock it down a notch.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 7 also. I think it's a great movie.
I almost went with 8, but
yeah. So I think 7's a solid score. But yeah, all right. So anyway, 7,
6.5.
6.5, 5.5. So I figured
Bingo.
Madison wouldn't be into it as much as the rest of us, but
yeah.
all right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the Rotten Tomatoes scores. See here,
85.
85.
Critics.
For the
Critics first.
85.
85.
78.
78.
Don't you $1 me.
I said
Bitch.
72.
Madison's going to take this because
For real?
you won't believe this. It's a 38%.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
From the critics?
Yeah, it is. It is
Dog shit.
It is
to
a
the
dog.
critics.
Is dog shit apparently to the critics. So let's go ahead and do our
That's
audience
surprising.
score, and then we'll get into the critics consent.
All right. Audience
Critics
scores,
consensus.
I'm still
I
going
can't believe it.
up high.
That's 38, dude.
I'm going to go 70, 75 on critic.
75?
Audience. Yeah.
Since it's been so many years since this came out, and it was a huge blockbuster at the time, and it's been many, many years.
You know why I think that the critics hate it? Because of how American it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and say it's probably 68.
68.
Oh, man, I was going to say 65, but 62.
Do it.
60.
You should.
62. Eric's going to take this as 73% audience.
For real?
Well, of course. I mean, of course the audience loves it. It's
Yeah.
nostalgic and all that. And I really do think, because you got to think Rotten Tomatoes is fairly new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that in their eyes, they're looking at it oh, well, this is so fucking American and blue collar, and they hate that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So here's your critics' consensus. Lovely to look at, but about as intelligent as the asteroid that serves as the movie's antagonist, Armageddon slickly sums up the cinematic legacies of producer Jerry Bruckheimer and director Michael Bay. Why? Because they love their fucking country? Because that's literally Jerry Bruckheimer. I'm pretty sure he's the same guy that produced The Rock.
Yeah.
And those old school action American heavy fucking movies. And if you think about it,
I haven't seen that in a long
Michael
time. We
Bay
should
was-
add that.
Yeah,
Do
we
have
should
that
add
on
that
the
to
list?
the list.
I don't think we
The
do have
Rock.
it on the list. But and I think that's what also what Michael Bay was all about that back in the day too. Very American, very patriotic, and blow shit up. You know what I mean? Is it a product of his time? Yes, it probably is, but it's not bad, man. It's good. I'll give you a few
Shitty reviews.
reviews here. I don't want to stick too much to it. We're already pretty far into this. Let's see here.
Trivia isn't hateful.
Really? I didn't know if it would be or not.
There was a lot, but I didn't find that much of it.
Too much.
Okay, here's a 1 star. So this guy says, that's not a guy, it's a woman, Natasha. 1 star. Armageddon was completely
Just assume
boring.
His gender.
Natasha could be a boy's name.
Yeah.
You never know.
True.
This person.
This person. Armageddon was completely boring. Acting is very poor. Houston would not have been able to talk to them that quick. Duh. Come on now, it's a fucking movie. Usually it takes a few seconds. Okay, a few seconds to minutes for a response.
Well,
Let's pick it apart in this. Like that's the least of my
Okay,
fucking
NASA
worries.
engineer.
That's the part that they have a problem with. Not
I
that they
guess.
sent drillers up to space.
Right? I like Deep Impact better than this movie.
Oh, shut up! Oh my god!
At least they could have had some of the asteroid hit part of the Earth
Okay.
with a little bit of destruction. They did. I don't know if you noticed
Oh
or
my
not.
god! There was like meteor showers. like,
China
every 5
was it
minutes.
China or
Here's-
something?
Yeah, China got wiped
China
out.
got
on the
wiped
map.
out.
So did Paris.
Okay,
and
so
New York.
she-
Also, the sexual contact was disgusting. Okay, I
It happened
really
for, like,
hate
2
this movie.
seconds.
I was
All
like,
right, so here's my question. This person, I should say, is bitching and complaining about how long it takes for communications between NASA and an astronaut. Yet you're saying you like Deep Impact, which is going in the center of the Earth. There's no satellite, so there's no way of communicating with somebody that's in the middle of Earth, ground.
Deep Impact?
No, Deep Impact was
That's Deep Impact.
no. You're thinking of
Core.
Yeah,
Core,
Core.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
Core.
okay, never mind.
That was the
never
one
mind.
with
My bad.
Patrick Wilson, I believe.
So I'm going off course here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Deep Impact was
So
Core.
here's another 1 star. This is from Der M. DERM. Der M. Der.
Dur.
Der. I don't
Well,
know.
I mean,
yeah.
my nickname was Durwood.
So this one's going to irritate your souls a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
Too much action and American heart-pumped heroism. Way too little plot.
So you're
There
not
was plot.
patriotic. I get it. Cool.
There was a lot of plot.
Dude.
There was a lot of plot, and wow, fuck you.
So
move to a different country.
Here's
then,
a question.
fuckwad.
I was about to say, do you live in America or do you live somewhere
just
else?
move the fuck out then. I'll give you one more short one here. That was not in English.
Try it.
I don't think I want to. I fuck
Let
it
me-
up. Your cat smells like poopy doo. This is 1 star. One of the dumbest films I've
Wait,
ever.
that was the name.
No, there is no name on this one. This
Oh, I
one is
thought
just a
you
1 star.
said.
Yeah, they don't believe in it enough to put a name on this.
Yeah.
shit.
One of the dumbest films I've ever seen. The premise defied the most willing suspension of disbelief. And every frame was 100% predictable. Armageddon out of here. Armageddon, see that pun? Armageddon out of here.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, dude, you're
Dumb.
clever. Okay, I'll give you. Oh, this is a half star. This movie is a crime against humanity.
Oh,
It kind of is. It is an asteroid headed towards Earth. Just saying.
Yeah, that's fair. Most accurate review ever.
Right.
Any of them just say meh.
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 Last one at one star. At worst offensive and at best just plain boring. Wow,
Oh,
way
wow.
to say so much with saying so little.
I would not go offensive at all.
It was not offensive. Just it's the American thing. People hate America. I told you. They hate America. It's what it is.
Yep.
Anyway, so from here we're going to jump into
Sweet ass trivia with Karen.
Karen's trivia.
All right.
No, it's not all right.
Trivia for Armageddon. Sure, you guys are going to just love this one. NASA shows this film during their management training program.
What?
New managers are given the task of trying to spot as many errors as possible.
For real.
Right now, at least 168 have been found. According to the Criterion Collection commentary, many of the errors found in the film were acknowledged by the director and known even during filming and production, and were left in deliberately, such as fire in space. Michael Bay said it's a movie and not many people know about it, so they were kept in for the entertainment value. Like the
Because it's a
sounds
Michael
in
Bay
space.
movie.
Well, sounds in space,
Yeah. It's all about entertainment, man.
Right. Because of the patriotic nature of the script and the success of using Top Gun, starring Tom Cruise as recruitment material, the producers persuaded NASA to allow director Michael Bay and the company to shoot in the normally restricted space agency. This included the Neutral Buoyancy Lab, a 65 million gallon, 40-foot deep pool used to train astronauts for weightlessness, and the use of 2 $10 million spacesuits. The crew was also allowed to shoot in the historic launch pad that went out of service after the Apollo 1 disaster, and parts of the movie were filmed at Edwards Air Force Base in California.
I figured some of it was like real set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regarding the film's premise, Yeah, I did keep this in. Ben Affleck asked director Michael Bay, wouldn't it be easier for NASA to train astronauts how to drill rather than training drillers to be astronauts? Bay told Affleck to shut up.
Shut up.
The reason behind sending drillers rather than
Shut your
training
logic
astronauts
mouth.
is explained in the movie. Yeah, because
Wouldn't it be easier? Ben, just shut the fuck up, man. Do your job, be an actor. Stop trying to be book smart.
I just love how in the movie their explanation is that smart people are too smart to drill. You know?
Yeah. They're too smart to drill.
Don't they have a literal genius out there with them?
Yeah.
Did you know that Michael Bay was in the movie?
Steve Buscemi was like a genius.
You know,
like,
Michael Bay was in the movie, right?
Yeah, he was
For like a split second.
Yeah, he was in the background of in the bay.
Yeah, he was in. Well, no, he wasn't in the. Like they showed him, he was one of the scientists,
Oh yeah.
and he was like they
was
flopped
in the-
something down, and he's like there for like a second.
Yeah, he was in the.
Yeah, he had the longer hair or whatever. I was like, oh, that was Michael Bay. I
Yeah.
never noticed that before.
Yeah, I seen it too. Steve Buscemi claimed that the role of Rockhound was pitched to him as a heroic geologist, which he eagerly accepted, wanting to change from the lowlifes as to whom he'd been typecast. He noted that after he'd been cast in the role, Rockhound's sleazy characteristics were written into the script. Bruce Willis came to the film after he decided a comedy he was filming called Broadway Brawler could not be salvaged, and sought a way to exit the project. Disney's then head Joe Roth worked out a deal where Willis would star in Armageddon and 2 future films for the studio, and in exchange, Disney would absorb the failed project's cost as an advance against his initial salary. The 2 films Willis later made under this deal were The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable.
Yeah, like this, The Sixth Sense, probably 2 of the biggest movies of his career, along obviously Die Hard.
Yeah,
you know
other
what I mean?
than Die Hard.
Liv Tyler turned down the role of Grace Stamper twice before finally accepting it.
I think she did great. I loved her in the movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Have I
Oh,
seen
yeah.
Die Hard before?
yeah, we watched that.
Yeah.
You loved it.
Which one was that?
It was the one with Gruber, the one,
The
who-
one where he
It's
was
a
in
Christmas
the, like,
movie.
Yeah.
in the
okay,
big
okay.
hotel building
I
or
thought it
whatever.
was called something else. Yeah.
It was
We're
Die
good.
Hard.
Yeah,
That was my phone.
it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is a Christmas movie. Yep.
Ben Affleck's teeth were replaced. Michael Bay noticed early in production that Affleck's teeth seemed like baby teeth in the footage that they had shot. He notes that Bruckheimer had previously replaced the teeth of a very famous star in a Plane movie. Affleck spent 8 hours a day in the dentist chair for a week to get the teeth you see in the film now. The teeth also cost roughly $20,000.
I thought his teeth did look abnormally nice and new.
I thought so too.
That's weird.
But I thought, well,
Were they
I'm
only
just-
I think he's got
crazy.
really nice teeth.
I know, I thought I'm crazy. Like, I'm just crazy.
Mhm.
And then I read that, I'm like, oh, well, I got to keep that in there because I didn't
That
notice
guy?
that.
Ben, whatever.
No, that's Steve Buscemi.
No, that's Matt
Oh, okay.
Dillon.
That's Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, I'm not good with names, so I don't know who you're talking
Oh,
about.
Ben
okay.
Affleck's not up here.
Yeah.
No.
Steve Buscemi referred to the irony in Con Air about a bunch of idiots singing a song made popular by a band that died in a plane crash.
Yep.
It's my favorite fucking line in that
Yeah.
movie. He was referring in that instance to Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. He is seen on Armageddon singing Leaving on a Jet Plane, sung by John Denver, who also died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis was given a second trailer that housed a full working gym at an estimated cost of $175,000.
Why? He didn't even look ripped or built or nothing.
It was never used.
I love that I asked that question before you got to
Before I
that,
finished.
before you got to that conclusion. Like
Yeah.
it was never used.
The scenes on the oil rig were shot on an actual oil rig off the coast of Galveston. Michael Bay mentions this is very rare to be able to shoot on a $400 million oil rig. He notes that since Armageddon was about oil drillers saving the world, they convinced them to allow them to shoot there. Ben Affleck has practically disowned the movie, even repeatedly making fun of it on the commentary. According to Ben Affleck, the largest warehouse-like buildings at NASA is the largest open-air buildings in the world. It's so big that they could keep the air cold or clouds could form. The potential is there for it to rain inside the building. Michael Bay and Jerry Bruckheimer also explained the work and convincing it took to get NASA to allow them to use their real equipment and testing facilities for the film. The weightlessness simulation pool was the first no Bay got when attempting to shoot there. He and Bruckheimer note that getting the Air Force on board opened a lot of doors inside NASA. Affleck and Willis were the only actors allowed to shoot in the pool during the shoot, and they were each given only 20 minutes to film their scenes. The actors also mentioned how much fun it was to play with all of NASA's toys.
That is pretty cool though. But damn, NASA's Like Stigler's like, no, I'll give you 20 minutes, be in and out.
Well, I mean, $10
Like-
million for one of those suits.
I understand that,
I
but
mean-
Jesus. And I know that like NASA is like, well, it used to get government contracts and things like that, but like mostly I think it was like funded. It's funded, not just through the government,
Yeah.
which and NASA
Well,
is no
now it
more
is,
now.
but it was.
No, NASA's no more anymore, isn't it? It's just
No, it still is. It's just smaller. A lot
smaller. Yeah. So then now you got the SpaceX program and all that
Yeah.
shit. But
The famous rock in the logo of Touchstone Pictures has the same shape as the asteroid that hits the Earth in the
Same
first seat. Yeah. Causing global destruction 65 million years ago. It was Steve Buscemi's idea to make his character Rockhound a genius who knew there was no way the mission would be a success. Buscemi played the part as a person.
oh, hold on, Madison's forgetting her job.
I'm sorry.
Oh, snap.
I'm distracted.
Now I gotta do
It's all
this
dark.
shit. You gotta turn it off and turn it back on.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? Madison, you had one job.
I just looked at it like 10 seconds ago.
Uh-oh. There we are.
There we are.
All right, sit
We're
down.
back.
Hold on.
I am.
Get your shit together, man.
Sorry.
We have a professional fucking
I'm
set.
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Please act accordingly.
Act accordingly. You got one fucking job, man. Look, Eric got up and did his job just fine.
I had a little help.
Well, it's 'cause it was your first time. Everybody needs trained on the first day, man.
It's true.
I've been drinking too, so.
You're driving.
I know. All right.
Hey, don't worry about it. Mind your own fucking business.
Yeah.
I'm in the car.
I want an excuse too.
It was Steve Buscemi's idea to make his character Rockhound a genius who knew there was no way the mission would be a success. Buscemi played the part as a person who knew he was on a suicide mission, who knew the human race was about to become extinct, and who wasn't going to get his panties in a bunch about it. Much of his dialogue, though, was deemed too funny and cut.
Bullshit.
I know, right?
I wanted more Steve Buscemi.
Right? That's exactly what I thought. When I seen that, I'm like,
I wish they would have had crazy
cut it?
eyes in it. That would have made it a whole much
Crazy
better.
eyes. Like his weird ass twin brother or some shit.
I thought he was a wizard.
Yeah.
Turns out he was just waving. Jerry Bruckheimer remembers getting a call from Michael Bay during post-production one day. Bay explained to the producer that he had heard Godzilla was going to have a full soundtrack and didn't know why Armageddon didn't. There were only a few moments in their film that had actual songs included on the soundtrack, but one of these songs was an Aerosmith song, likely their cover of Come Together, over the montage scene where NASA is picking up all the men. They had a song they wanted to use, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, written by Diane Warren, and Bruckheimer and Bay decided they wanted Aerosmith to perform it. They invited the band to come to the editing room and watch clips from the film. Aerosmith was blown away and recorded the song 3 days later.
Well, yeah, of course they were. His fucking daughter's in the movie. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. My daughter's in it. I get paid for it. It's all good.
Yep.
I don't know if he sounds like that.
Right.
I think he sounds like, yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
the
I was
song.
getting ready to say, you're not doing it enough.
Ah! His big ass fucking mouth. He's got a huge mouth, man.
Is it Jovovich or Jovovich?
It's Mila Jovovich.
That's it. Denise Richards and Robin Wright turned down the role of Grace Stamper.
Respectively.
Yeah,
Even though Mila
respectively.
Jovovich would have fucking fit right in here with her
Yeah.
cheesy ass fucking movies.
The shuttle the actors are walking towards was an actual shuttle that was being prepped for launch within a few days. The crew was allowed only a few minutes to shoot on the gantry towards the shuttle. Bay notes that they could use any lights while filming. They couldn't use any lights while filming this, nor could they use any sound equipment. Willis joked on set that he was going to make a break to get inside. You can see Affleck begin to sit down and scoot himself inside the shuttle, but he was scolded by NASA for this. Bay also mentions how serious NASA is in regards to their launches. He says that if anyone on the production even dropped a pen off the gantry down below towards the shuttle, the mission would have been scrubbed.
Wow.
The film is included on the film critic Roger Ebert's most hated list.
Fuck Robert Ebert, whatever the fuck his name is. He's a douche.
The old Mission Control, the actual Mission Control, is the most unsexy thing you've ever seen, says Michael Bay, regarding his depiction of NASA. The small scene with Owen Wilson talking into the headset was that filmed at the actual Mission Control bay that he's talking about. He wanted NASA to feel like a slick, cool company, a company that looked like it had equipment that went along with the best and brightest minds in aerospace industry. A lot of the sets and even the exterior of the building serving as NASA in the film look nothing like the real items. According to Bay, the building used in the exterior shots is a company that sells herbal products. According to Ben Affleck, Billy Bob Thornton once told him that the film was going to be mostly about he and Willis's characters, that Affleck was going to be an extra until Titanic came out. Thornton told him the love story was such a factor in that movie becoming a monster success that the people behind Armageddon felt that there needed to be a strong love story there too. Willis,
I think it added to the movie in certain aspects.
I don't think it would have sold as well without it.
I don't think it would have either, because I think that what it added to the movie was that father-son relationship between him and Bruce Willis, and then also Bruce Willis's daughter in there.
I think it added that extra level of heart that he sacrificed himself to make sure he could go home to her.
Exactly, and take care of his daughter. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that. I think that they made a good decision there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Willis mentions...
and honestly, I think that the love story in this, not to compare it to Titanic, because Titanic is a completely different situation. Yeah. I know it's similar in ways, but like the situation between this and that is like far different.
Polar opposite.
Yeah, completely. So I think that in this, it worked better because it wasn't all about the love story.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, my humble opinion, don't let anybody hate on me for this, Titanic is a good movie, but it focuses way too much on the love story. Like, that is such a tragic story on its own.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I've never
focus
liked
should
Titanic.
never be on
these two people, that fall in love and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, he dies at the end and things like that. That
like,
sucks. But
Jack and Love's love story, their love story is so tragic, and then the boat sinks.
Yeah, and then he dies, and you're like, okay, so that went nowhere.
Yeah.
And there was room on that fucking door. For both of them.
There was, but it was too thin.
Don't you come in here with logic bullshit.
Okay. Willis mentions he was told that he and Thornton couldn't carry the film themselves, so the love story was added. Willis jokes that Bay continually reminded Affleck that his part could be cut completely out if they needed to do so. The intention.
It's funny because this is back before like he was like a big A-list actor, and they could make fun of him like that because he's probably like,
we'll cut you out.
Come on, guy, I'll be big one day.
Well, I think it was because he was the one.
I'm gonna be Batman one day.
I think it was because he was the one that was like, "Isn't it easier to just shut up?
Shut up." Yes, sir.
The intention with the asteroid was to make it look mean, not anything like the hunks of floating mass other asteroid movies had. Hubble photographs showed green and blue gases coming off of actual asteroids and stars being born, and this was one aspect to Armageddon's asteroid. Bay used it to make it look more menacing. The film depicts the top of the South Tower of the World Trade Center burning as the meteor hit it. It's almost identical to how it would look 3 years later on September 11th.
Yeah, I thought about that whenever I saw it too. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, the producers of the film decided not to edit it out after the terrorist attacks.
I thought that too. I was like, man, most of these movies, they would go back and edit that out or something like that, or even cut it all together.
Yeah, they decided not to.
And that's weird. I was like, I can't believe it, especially because I watched it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So I'm like thinking like, they didn't cut this out? Like, they didn't edit it, nothing. They
That's
just
good
left
on them,
it.
honestly.
Yeah, I'm like, honestly, yeah, we understand that it's a tragic fucking thing that happened, but at the same time, this movie was created before that, and it's something to remember those towers by, and the people that did, in fact, die that day.
Right.
So, I mean, I think leaving it in pays homage to it more than taking it out and forgetting about
For
it.
sure.
Because they did that with Spider-Man also.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't like that. I'm like, why would you take it out? Why wouldn't you leave it in to remember it?
A lot of movies have done that. They've done something with the Twin Towers in the movie.
See, I don't agree with that.
I
Yeah.
don't agree with that either.
Yeah.
Michael Bay doesn't particularly like presidents in movies. He notes watching Contact and how the digitized usage of Bill Clinton took him out of the film. It was his attempt to make the president in this film more of a presence than a real person, which is why you mostly see the character in glimpses and on monitors.
I agree.
So
Yeah, I like that.
Neat.
I do. I like that because you're right. I don't. And he's right. I don't like seeing the president in movies, especially whenever he's got a major role or something like that. I was like, it takes you out of the movie because you're like, all right, well, obviously
Unless
I know
it's
this
about the president.
Yeah, this obviously isn't. We obviously know this is a movie because that's not the president.
Right.
So he really went like the Trump movie that just is on Amazon now.
No,
He
that's
might-
about a president.
It's
So I
about
don't
a
think
president.
he
Well,
would
see,
mind it.
I do like when they do like bring like like TV or the parts on TVs where you see that the old president was talking. I do like when they bring
That doesn't
stuff
bother me.
like
That doesn't
but
bother
like
me.
actually have the president in there
Yeah, I'm
As
saying like whenever they get an
like old
actor to
footage.
portray.
if they
I'm saying
bring
whenever
old
they get an
footage.
actor to portray the president.
Oh yeah.
Or a president or any president. It's like whenever they make that, like, especially if he's like kind of a larger cast role, I suppose, like it kind of like takes me out of it, I guess.
I get it.
Bruce Willis's stunt double, Terry Jackson, was almost killed on set. A large piece of pipe hit him in the head, but he had thankfully been wearing a hard hat.
Who?
Terry Jackson, it was his stunt double. It was during one of the oil rig scenes.
Oh.
So he was wearing a hard hat because it was during one of the oil rig scenes, and it ended up saving his life because he was wearing a hard
That's
hat.
fucking great.
It was always Michael,
Safety first, man.
right? It was always
Start
Michael
buying
Bay's
girls hard
intention.
hats.
It was always Michael Bay's intention for Armageddon to be rated PG-13. He had decided on this shortly after The Rock. He wanted to shoot it like an R-rated film with all the sophistication and seriousness.
Fuck, The Rock is one of his movies, isn't
Mhm.
it?
Yeah. But with none of the R-rated trimmings like language or blood. He notes the falseness at work when the Independence crash lands on the asteroid. The way the windows blow out, the pilots and most everyone else on the ship would find the blood in their bodies being ripped out and their bodies generally being torn apart. He acknowledges how fake the crash is in the finished film. He notes something his grandfather once told him. You can make money if you sell stuff to middle America. So that's what he did. Mattel,
Damn, it's kind of fucking rude.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Mattel had a
You
toy
rich
line.
bastard.
Yeah, you fuck.
Mattel had a toy line attached to Armageddon. They told Bay that toy trucks with guns attached to them sell more. This is Bay's reasoning for why there's a giant Gatling gun affixed to the armadillos.
Oh my god.
There was a scene in the film that was to explain the gun, but it was cut. Yeah.
Oh, where he shoots his way out of a fucking.
I love how we always
shuttle.
have questions about like why the fuck is this here, and then there's always some trivia about how they cut a scene.
But
or-
honestly, I forgot about that, the trivia, or else I would have said something. But yeah, it's in there. Tim Robbins, Tom Hanks, Robert De Niro, and Michael Keaton were considered for the role of Dan Truman.
Hold on now. Who?
Tim Robbins,
I
I could see.
I could see that. Yeah.
Tom Hanks, I could see that. Yeah.
Back then, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Robert De Niro, no.
No.
Michael Keaton.
Well, Michael Keaton, I get behind that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see
behind
Michael
Michael
Keaton, but not,
Keaton.
not Robert De Niro. I don't think I...
Nah, he's got too much of a gangster vibe, I guess.
Yeah,
After Rockhound gets space dementia, the shuttle crew
maybe
wraps
as
him...
Steve Buscemi's character.
No, I don't can see him as that either. I can see him as like trying to think here. Honestly, I can't see him in this movie as anything.
Bruce
really.
Willis's buddy.
No, not even
No.
that.
You don't
really.
think he play
No.
that?
No. He's got too much of a gangster attitude, you know.
So the dude who's like are billing out loans and stuff to that one guy.
What?
The one that's handing Steve Buscemi the money.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay. Never mind.
When Steve
Are you
Buscemi,
saying
Steve,
that's
Steve
who,
Buscemi
that's
goes
who
over
Robert
and
De
gets
Niro
that.
could play?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you want to pay him a $500,000 to come in and do a 5-minute roll,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
a 30-second roll.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it wasn't even that long.
After Rockhound gets space dementia, the shuttle crew wraps him in duct tape, which is in fact NASA's protocol for immobilizing a crazed crew member.
Yeah,
Bruce Willis had a
Makes
picture...
sense.
that's why they got duct tape.
That's also what I recommend if your kids are acting up. You duct tape them to the wall.
And yet you've never done that. I
I
guess
fucking
I've never
don't
acted-
tempt me.
Next episode, you see Madison taped to the wall.
We should do a whole episode with Madison duct taped to the wall.
Sideways, like problem child.
Just duct tape her to the wall and and then just give her a mic. Like, here you go.
Duct tape the mic to her
Guys,
chest.
can you let me down? I gotta pee.
Bruce Willis had a picture of his daughters in front of him to help him cry during the goodbye to Grace.
His daughters? Oh, that's cool.
That's
I know
it.
Bruce Willis is very much a family man. He loves his
Yeah.
family.
Very
Hell,
much.
him and Demi Moore are divorced.
Yep.
But they
Oh, he's
still
still-
are always
yeah.
together. And they
And when it comes to their kids,
yeah, like they spend a
still
lot of
very-
time
they're
together.
very fierce
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
You know, I know Bruce Willis is going through a lot right now. So
yeah.
Yes.
it's kind of sucks. And
It's very
especially
sad.
for someone that you know that you grew up watching on in movies. And
It's very sad. Like,
Yeah.
I know everybody talks about, like, he's kind of a jerk and stuff, but, like,
but that doesn't, what does that mean,
Well,
really? You know?
and, like, I met him a couple of times on base and stuff, and, like, I never, and of course, I guess you're not going to be a jerk to troops, obviously,
No, yeah.
or their families and stuff, but, like, I never got that.
He probably just gets bombarded sometimes, and he's like any
Yeah.
other actor. Hell, I've seen Tom Hanks go off.
Yeah.
Tom
And I'm
Hanks
sure-
went off on a group of people because someone stepped on the heel of his wife's foot because her paparazzi was he cussed him out. He said, "Get the fuck back." He straight went off on him, and that's Tom Hanks, America's sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know, so
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, he doesn't deserve it, and I never thought that he was. I mean, I never got that vibe.
right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got their tipping. I mean, these guys, you know, these actors and stuff, they get overwhelmed with, you know, so much
Everybody.
it would
media
suck to live in the
and
limelight like that.
it
all
would
the
suck,
time.
man.
I
You know,
would hate
but
it.
people fucking thrive off of just like stalking
at
these
me
people
wrong.
and like what the movie stars are up to. Who gives a shit, man? Let them do their job.
Yeah.
You do your
Let them
fucking
have their
job,
lives.
right? And just leave it be, dude. Like I never understood it, but you know, that's me. But I would be one of those actors like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yep.
Get the fuck away from
I
me.
got a
you know?
job to do, and I'm gonna
Oh,
do it,
that
and then I'm gonna
Joseph
go
Kramer,
home.
that he's an actor, but he's an asshole. No, I'm not an asshole. I just want you to stay the fuck
Well,
away
it's
from
like
me.
Patrick Swayze. He'd make a movie, and then he'd fly the fuck out of L.A.
Yeah. And then people who stay in LA are the type of people that's like, I love this shit. You know what I mean? But then you hear some actors and actresses, like I said, I listened to the Talk to Me Scary or whatever with those two, and actually Danielle Harris just moved out of LA, and Scout Taylor Compton's talked about moving out of LA because they fucking hate LA.
Yeah.
Because they hate all the chaos. They hate, because LA is a shithole. That place is full of crime, and it's just a bad place to live. It is a bad place to live. It's disgusting. It's a
Patrick
bad
Swayze
city.
and his wife had a big old like ranch.
That's how a lot of actors live. They live like actually, you'd be surprised how many people
Secluded.
just live right here in Tennessee. They live right down below us in Tennessee and Kentucky and Georgia.
Buy a shit ton of land so they can be left.
Yeah,
to
they like to
themselves.
buy that country up so they can just go live on a farm or something. You know, like
Yeah.
people love that shit. Them actors are just like you and me, man. Sometimes they are.
Just
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some crazy ones out there that are like, oh, I love all this attention, you know. But those are the fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you got to look out for.
Yeah.
Whereas you got people like, you know, like Bruce Willis is one of those people. I think he just, you know, sometimes wants to be left alone.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
I know that's how, like, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
You know, people love him.
I
He's
love
fucking Negan, and he was on Supernatural. You know, he's done all kinds of stuff, and he's one of those actors. He lives on a farm. He's got a farm.
You know, fun fact about Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Jensen Ackles, they're still pretty close.
They all are.
Yeah.
Everybody from that show is still pretty close.
But
Yeah.
when he first took on the role of Negan, you know, and Lucille, the bat,
Yeah.
Jensen, because they were all like filming on the same sound stages when they were doing The Walking Dead and Supernatural and stuff. And Jensen took a picture of him sitting on the back of Baby with Lucille.
Oh,
On
really?
his shoulder. And he said, "Dad, look what you left in the trunk." And, you know, put at Jeffrey Dean Morgan. And he was like, you know, look what you left in the trunk. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan responded back and said, "Son, I'm going to need you to put that back."
So it's funny that you mentioned that, actually, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan is supposed to be in season 4 of The Boys.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's pretty
what
neat.
character he's playing or anything like that, or what his role is, but yeah, it's apparently he's supposed to be in season 4 because Jensen Ackles, you know,
Yeah.
was in
Oh, yeah.
season
Yeah.
3, and he was fucking awesome in season 3. I loved his
That man
character.
deserves so many more roles. So much
I'm
more.
telling you, I want him to be the next Batman.
No shit.
He already voices Batman.
Yes. And he's
He's been
perfect.
voicing
He's perfect
Jensen
for it.
Ackles.
Jensen Ackles.
He's been voicing Batman for a couple of animated movies.
Yeah.
Whenever, like, younger Batman.
And
He
did
would be a
did
great Batman.
The Red Hood. He did the Red Hood.
Yeah, he
voice,
did the
too.
Red Hood voice, but I think he'd make a great Batman because he's got the voice, he's got the build, he's got that pretty boy face.
He could pull off both personas.
Oh, for sure, 100%. I think that he's one of the best choices for Batman.
Yeah, he would be a good contender for Michael Keaton because I've always said Michael Keaton's the best one, but I think he could give him a run for.
I think
it.
Jensen Ackles would make a great Batman,
Yeah, absolutely, I
especially
agree.
more of a like a detective comics kind of Batman. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
like-
if you wanted to go throwback to the
yeah, like a
originals and stuff,
detective
yeah,
comics.
yeah.
Like if they would have
If
brought
they
him
wanted to
in,
go back to the noir scene ones, you know, like
Mhm.
going back to that noir. Oh
Yeah.
man, that'd be good.
I would love that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we keep going off.
yeah, we go off on tangent. We need to just like do
Sorry.
more coverage of like just us talking about movies and shit
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
just
We
like
can
covering
do
a movie.
couple of fun episodes.
Yeah,
where-
fun episodes where we
like-
just goof off.
Yeah, we
The
just
problem
talk.
is we all work and we all have to schedule this stuff, and
Yeah.
it gets
We
hard.
get together once and then we just go on tangents.
And I didn't mention this, but I was at the store earlier, and I saw our good buddy Matt.
Did you?
I saw Matt and his mom, and
You saw him out in the wild.
I saw him out in the wild, people.
I've seen him
Just like the man on
about
crackers.
a month
Yeah.
ago or so.
Yeah.
I saw him. He was
Traumatizing.
shopping with his mom, and I asked him how church was going. He said it was going good. And I asked him if he's been watching. He said no. He said, "You guys haven't been watching any movies that I care to watch." I said, "Okay. Well, we just did Terminator last week." He was like, "Oh, well, I might watch that one." He's like, because he's seen Terminator, obviously, and he loves Terminator. So he said, "Oh, I might have to watch that one then." So, yeah.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt. We love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
He probably won't watch this one because it's Armageddon, but
Yeah.
We'll see.
but anyway, yeah, maybe we ought to do more stuff, man. Like more videos of us just bullshit. We got to get together more anyway to do
Yeah, we do.
more stuff for Patreon and
Mhm.
and that. But anyway, so that concludes Armageddon. So all right, so hold on. Okay, there we go. So remember to check us out. You can find us on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and of course, we got our YouTube. And also, I just started up a Rumble. So those of you who don't care much for YouTube or whatever, I know that Rumble is getting a little bit of buzz too. So I started uploading. I've already got some of our previous episodes, not all of them. I've got, I think, from Scare Package up to now is uploaded on Rumble. So all of our videos, essentially, instead of like just the podcast stuff,
Yeah.
they're all on Rumble now. This one will be on Rumble. So I think from now on we will be doing uploads on YouTube, Rumble, and I'm not sure if we're going to stick with the podcast stuff with Spotify. I'm still up in the air about it. I'm thinking about it. We're not getting a lot of downloads or a lot of traffic there, so I'm kind of like, I'm up in the air about whether or not we want to stick to it, because obviously the video stuff seems to be working out really well. You guys seem to kind
They'll
of
love us even more now that we have all this.
yeah, we've got this now. We've got the whole setup. We've got all the pretties and the lights and the pictures,
pretties.
and I've
The
got
faces.
I've got the sex machine back here behind me. So Tom Savini, if nobody knows who I'm talking about.
Thanks, Dad.
I thank you, Josh and Jessica, for getting me that from Horror Hound last year. But also, just I think that I don't know, we're still up in the air. I still got some time here. We might stick to the podcast thing with Spotify and Amazon and all that, but I don't know yet. Either way, we're gonna stick with the video stuff on YouTube, and we're gonna keep uploading on Rumble, and we're still up in the air on what all we're gonna do with our Patreon stuff. We've got some good ideas rattling around, and I think that eventually you guys will start seeing a lot more of that. But in the meantime, be sure to like and share, subscribe to the YouTube and the Rumble, and please, please, please tell your friends about us, because it helps a lot.
Sure does.
Yeah, it
We're
helps.
begging for your mercy.
Please, please love us, as they say in Mad Max Fury Road. Witness me.
So
my
what are we
God.
doing next week?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. We got to pull from the box.
I was gonna let you
Yeah.
finish your spiel, man.
You do this every time.
Well, I don't
You
wanna
guys are like,
interrupt
oh
you.
yeah,
I
what are
don't
we
wanna be
watching
an
next
asshole.
week?
I was-
Shut
I was-
up! You're not done
He
yet.
was going to like hit the end, but I'm like, whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
I'll
whoa.
say it all over again. I don't care.
Oh God.
You're hosting next week, aren't you?
Yeah.
I love this.
so-
It's going in order now.
That's why
around
she
the
didn't
table.
want to say it. She didn't want to pull it.
Just, oh, I could have lifted it for you, man. Rattle around in there, grab something good. What do you got?
Nope.
What?
Well, then
Nope.
pick a different one.
Nope.
Nope.
We're
Nope.
watching
Another war
Nope.
movie?
It is. It's actually the newest movie from Jordan Peele.
I might have seen it.
We just watched that a while back. Well,
I just
it wasn't-
watched it whenever it came out. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too long.
It'll
after
be
it came
new
out,
for
we
me.
watched it.
It's honestly,
So-
it's too soon for me to even want to watch it.
I
But
know,
I guess
right?
I'm like, that was good, I guess. But
I know. I guess-
fuck it. I guess we're gonna do it.
I think
Yeah.
I've
Nope.
heard of it. I just don't think
Uh-huh.
I've seen it.
It's no, I'm fine with it. It was good.
That's
So
a good
I'll
movie.
watch
Yeah,
it.
I agree.
So-
It's a good movie. I'm glad that honestly, it's probably a good thing that that I just watched it not long ago, because it's still fresh. So that I'll go into it without so now I can go into it with reviewing it.
Yeah.
So and
I
writing
can
notes.
focus on what I want to talk about. I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it streaming anywhere?
I don't know.
We'll let you know.
Hold, please. Your call is very important to me.
Oh, okay.
Gotta give him the music. Do, 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 do.
We'll add that. The Doom song.
Doom, 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 doom.
Prime.
Prime. I got Prime.
I have Prime.
Sweet.
Do you guys have Prime?
I am Prime. Prime
meat.
I got that Prime meat. You know what I
Only
mean?
for Eric.
All right. Well. So anyway, like I said, check us out on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our YouTube
What year?
and Rumble. What?
What year is Nope?
Last year, 22, right? Pretty
I believe so.
sure.
Anybody got a
Yeah.
synopsis for it?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. Fuck that. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
With your friends.
With
Tell-
your
tell your
friends. With your friends. And remember, we also have an email if you would like to contact us at.
Our bland email.
So you
No,
can email.
basic.
Basic.
Yeah.
Basic
right.
bitches. You can email us the Bonsai Crew.
Movie.
The Bonsai. It'll be up here on the screen probably somewhere. Oh, sorry, over here. I'm gonna put it on there.
It's here.
It's here. Ha! Do both like me. Ha! 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 The Bonsai Movie Crew at gmail.com. Until next week, we love you and we hope to hear from
How
you.
can you love someone you've never met?
We love them because they support us.
We love their faces that we've never seen.
Yeah, I don't need to love their face. I don't.
I don't have to meet them if they watch and they enjoy us. I love them.
That's what I love. Yeah, we just
like
love
you
that they're
guys.
watching.
We love that you love us.
We love that you love us, and we love you for loving us back.
Yeah.
I like you guys too. So.
Whatever.
much love.
Anyway, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry, I was like singing or
Yeah,
something.
let me see.
That was weird. Felt weird coming out too.
Yeah.